5.
Oops.
Oh, hi! Hello! Welcome to Water Under the Bridge. Much like the things we were saying just prior to this going live.
Nothing. Forget
It's
it.
like herding
Water
cats, I
Under the
swear.
Bridge. This is a
Wow.
5th edition Dungeons and Dragons campaign in which we play old school adventure modules converted to 5e and set in the homebrew campaign setting of Enderin. Here to introduce themselves is Ava. Ava, go ahead. Thank you, Ava.
Ava is here, not here, but we miss her.
Next.
In tribute to Ava, I like cake. I'm Myth, and I play Medora, the pirate bard human. I got that in the right order. Next.
Definitely.
I am Ashlow. I like cake, I guess, as well. I play Ithri, who is a dwarven smith who happens to rage sometimes.
Sometimes.
Next. Q.
I'm Ashley. I play Cora. She is a monk, Asimar. And of course I went
Asmar.
blurry. Asimar.
Dat
Asimar.
Asmar.
I believe
How
it's
do you say it?
Azamar.
Azimar. Yes. I like cheesecake. That's the best cake. Go on.
Hi, I'm Saraha. I play Nova, a Kalishtar druid, and I don't really care for any kind of cake, actually. So
Really?
We had this talk before.
Well, shoot. You just stole my thunder because I was about to say I'm Askell Archer. I'm the DM playing everything else in this game. And I also don't really get that crazy about cake.
high
But,
five with between our cameras, then.
Yeah,
Right there.
close enough.
We did it.
We
for
made it
sure.
work. We found a way.
We definitely nailed that.
Yeah.
But also you, chat. You can be involved in today's game by spending your gold pieces. That is your channel points to purchase chat's blessings that go in. I don't know. I'm losing track. One of the corners. It's on the
Bottom
overlay.
right.
You'll see it. You'll see it. Bottom right. Yeah, there it is. And our players can spend those to give plus or minus 1 to any d20 roll per point that they spend. And they might need them today. Historically, they save lives. But that's enough about that. We'll tell you more real soon. In the meantime, Ashla.
Okay.
back.
We're back. Okay. Thank God we're back. Let's talk about what's been going on. So you are the party of adventurers called the Valkyrie. And you've been on something of a long-term ongoing mission to bring down the Temple of Elemental Sin in Saragarda. This temple has been growing an army and is led by the demigod Ayuz. And ideally, his demon queen cohort, Zugdmoy, who may actually be here in the flesh, and ideally could be sent away. Unfortunately, your mission was interrupted when Ayuz showed up in person to instill a little bit of comprehension in what kind of enemy you were making. And that concluded by him putting you into the elemental nodes on which all of this temple's foundations are built. Now, you've been exploring the nodes, and you made your way out of the air node and wound up soaking wet in the water node. A labyrinthine maze of 80-foot rock spires and coral reefs. And water as far as the eye can see. You can make out ice and balmy, misty lagoons, algae, and other creatures that dwell in the deep. You polymorphed Leono, one of your, a druid companion of Nova's, into a whale, and have been riding Leono about, kind of exploring the water maze. As part of this exploration, you found a little cove on which glowing violet algae could be found. You tried to harvest some of this, and you were able to be fair, once, especially on learning that the algae had magical properties. Unfortunately, it was protected by some kind of strange fungal creature. Colonies called algoids. After a brutal fight in which you guys were... you definitely spent some resources to get through this. You find yourselves once more on the back of Leono the whale. And I guess that's where we'll pick up, unless I missed anything.
No, we were just heading west, I believe.
West.
Were we? I don't
So you
remember.
guys
That's
have
what we
control.
decided.
Yeah.
Oops.
I continue to see our map.
Yep.
I believe we had decided to go
Go
west
west.
to
Life
the
is peaceful
patch
there.
of land,
I think, yeah, we're
That we
aiming
saw.
here.
and then we could rest.
And I believe you
Yeah.
all have water breathing active.
Yes, for 24 hours.
Nice, 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 nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I say we just go over there.
Sure.
No need to dilly dally.
Who wants to be token master? Not me. I'm
Token
doing
master.
other things.
I'll do it. Whee!
I don't know if this is too much to ask, Askell. Is it possible to have the vision light thing on the token as well, or is that complicated?
Is it not?
I can
Hold.
it is
Stop
on
moving.
the-
Quit.
It
Quit.
is.
Quit.
It
Quit
is.
moving.
Ah, not on observer.
Observer. I know what to do.
Might
I got you.
be-
Cool.
I can handle that.
Right. That was it. That was all. I'm good now.
Hey,
Did that
well, I'm
work?
just here. Let me move.
It did not, but it's fine.
It-
it's not the.
It's
not
moving
the...
the shadows.
Yeah, the shadows are working. It just hasn't got the patch of vision thing. So that's
Oh,
It's okay.
that's a light source.
yes. That's yes.
I can give it. I can do that. I can give it a little light source.
Cool.
Also, we've wailed a long way.
Yeah, I'm just moving. Is that okay?
The
No.
okay.
Okay, I'll move back. Sorry.
No.
What?
We were
All
here.
right.
Fixing
How's
my
that?
mistake.
Is that better?
What?
Angela?
Yeah.
Help.
Cool. Thank you.
We were here.
Sorry.
No,
Yeah,
you're fine right
but
there.
we're
You're
not
fine right there.
staying
Okay.
there.
Oh, okay.
I need you to remember our rules for exploration. We can't just move. You got to kind of
Count.
narratively give me something that I can go upon. So as you navigate into the South Sea, you can make out more of these great towering rock spires. So I don't know if this was clear. The line of sight blockers down here don't go all the way to the ceiling. They only go up about 80 feet, which may as well be all the way to the ceiling for where you guys are concerned, but
Yeah, I did ask about getting on top, and they're not like.
Yeah.
I think I misspoke last time. So
Okay.
yes, you
Okay.
could climb them, but it would be a long, difficult climb without magic.
While we're moving, do the waves change anywhere to mark like rock shelves or shallow water?
Yes. So actually, as you guys are traveling, and we'll say it's been about 10 minutes now that you've been to get to this point, there are periodic gusts of wind, sometimes just a gentle breeze easterly. And then it stops. And then there's a sudden southward blowing gale for half a second before it just goes still for the next 2 minutes. The water sometimes is still. And then at times, a massive tidal wave comes in from seemingly nowhere. And fortunately, you're riding a whale and not a ship, so they know how to, keep you safe cresting that
Adjust
wave.
their sails.
Well, yeah, something like that. But there is no predictable pattern to the winds or the currents here. In fact, even the temperature, just going like west, not even going south, it's balmy and humid. And then suddenly there's a thick, dense mist that's choking, and you can feel like, like it's acrid almost. And then suddenly that mist freezes, and the temperature is below freezing, and you're all like shivering violently, and it seems very unstable. Temperature, current, wind.
Are we taking environmental damage here, or is the water breathing preventing?
So the water breathing will help when you're in the water. Unfortunately, in the air, that poisonous, acrid mist is toxic.
So did we take damage, or
I'm afraid you do.
Leona.
what if
So
I
our
just
little
stick my head
face
underwater?
coverings don't work.
We're on a whale. Whales can go underwater. That's fine.
They can,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
if
so it'll only be
when
once
we're
you can
not
have-
looking around, I guess
So-
we'll travel underwater.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I forget how I was doing environmental damage. It was
1d2 minus 1.
Yeah, I bet you'd like that.
And then in half
There it
because
is.
we had
Yeah,
protections.
yeah.
It was 1d4
To a minimum
points.
of 0.
So in this
Uh,
case, I don't think you'd have environmental protection against like acrid,
No.
acidic mist.
I
So it
was
would
traveling
be-
before on the fin,
Max?
on like the fin. I won't for that bit, but maybe if Medora's noticing that it's not nice, she'd like to go back to that.
Sure. So everyone except Leono takes 4 points of acid damage. And
Okay.
that's just from this 10 minutes. But now going forward, you can take precautions. If you want, you could even have Leono dive and just stay underwater.
let's-
and
Yeah,
there's
maybe
no
we should
environmental.
be underwater while we're traveling.
Does Leono speak common right now? Or
No, he's a whale.
No, he speaks.
But
I don't
we're-
know how
full
much
whale.
it's
we're
work.
not on. How long
Unfortunately,
has it
not
been?
only do they not speak it, their brain is that of a whale as well. So they don't fully like.
How long has it
They-
been
they
since
understand.
the initial transformation, the polymorph?
About 30 minutes now.
So we've got 30 more minutes of tongues.
and polymorph.
And I believe also
And
a polymorph.
polymorph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think we should. I mean,
Well-
it's risky because if we get there and it's not gonna be good, but
It's fine.
we need land.
Yeah, it's less risky than just staying in the water. Let's go.
I also want to note to answer Lizzie, you asked a question as well. In fact, the point at which you guys are stopping and maybe talking about like, let's go underwater, while this conversation is going on, Medora, looking to the south and slightly west, you can make out between two rocky outcroppings, each of them jutting maybe 20 to 30 feet above the water, a large submerged shelf. There are fronds of kelp dancing and rippling just below the surface of the water there.
You said these are 20 to 30 foot high.
No more
Mhm.
kelp, please.
Is there any movement around the tops of these at all? If she looks up,
No, not at present.
okay. Medora's gonna take note of the shelf, that it's there, and maybe if we're gonna now move underwater, she wants to see if she can see, is it just a solid shelf, or are there any like caves or It depends.
Given how far away you are, I'd say you'd have to get closer before that would be possible. You can just kind of make out that it's there at this point. Because it's about 500 feet from you. And above water, you can kind of make out that it's there. Below water, it would just it would be too murky.
In the gloom. Okay. Guys, there's another shelf, but it's got kelp all over it.
Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
Don't need it.
We've
Don't want to go near kelp.
got enough help.
If we're looking for a gem later,
Yeah, we can come back to it later.
it's
maybe.
a place,
Noted.
but it's there.
Noted.
Noted.
Consider it noted.
Okay.
Consider them marked.
Where to then?
No, it's just like keep going west to that thing
Okay.
of land. Unless anybody
Okay,
has
so-
Can I
directions.
suggest we stick also close to like the comfortable middle bit for as long as we
Yeah.
can?
Because I don't want to venture too far away and get caught in something.
So like
Okay.
up this
Yeah,
avenue.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so as you move a little northward toward the coral, just a reminder, the lighting here is very dim. It's like moonlight that shines across the water's surface from the cavernous ceiling above. You do see a small wave south of you, just south of the rock spire that you're kind of going around. And as the wave like gets bigger and bigger moving to the east, you see almost a humanoid shape in the water, but made completely of water for a moment, like it just cresting before bursting back into the sea, and the wave continues.
How large are we talking?
About ogre-sized.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Water elemental, nice.
We just keep
so you
going
continue.
quietly.
Keep going.
Now,
I-
underwater,
I
your
vote.
visibility is trash.
Well, we know the direction to go, though,
Sure.
right?
A whale does.
Right.
I mean, we can go just under the surface and then occasionally just crest out just to
Just
check.
whoop.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
my suggestion.
So right about here, assuming that this is where you crest, there's a stiff, warm breeze creating a light chop on the waters, but the sea itself is rolling here and to the west. Underwater, you can see that the depth is about 50 to 60 feet here.
Okay. Seems cool. That's where we're going, right? Let's keep going. I think we'll go back under and keep going that way. Yeah?
Yes, please.
I would like to keep a lookout as much as I can, I guess.
Okay, make a perception check.
I think Junko would be doing the same.
You know, I think that's a good point.
Junko's perception bonus is +3.
Doesn't matter, she rolled a 2.
I got
That's still a
17.
5.
17?
Yeah.
Okay. You're not really making out much here. There's, schools of fish and what have you, but there's like no plant growth down below. And it looks almost like the bottom here is more of a silty mud.
That's where crayfish like to live.
Yeah, sure is.
The more you know. Ithri is going to be looking at these columns as he goes past, just to see if there's anything of interest on them, in them, under them, beside them. That kind of thing.
Make a perception check.
I rolled 12.
I mean, I've seen worse, but unfortunately, yeah, you're not really seeing much here.
That's fair.
While we're traveling, one of the times we surface, I'm gonna, I'm sitting down, very injured. I'm just gonna tug on Cora's sleeve and say,
Yeah.
hey,
What's
Oh.
up?
can you help me out? And I'm, trying to put a bandage on or something. She looks like shit right now.
Oh,
Why didn't you
bless. I
tell me
forgot about that.
sooner?
Sorry. I thought I could handle it.
Sorry, I got yeeted and I kind of forgot about that stuff.
Okay.
But
It's okay.
Wait, what language is that?
Oh, primordial for sure.
I'll use the healer's kit to heal.
Thank you.
As soon as I'll just roll it here. Please. That's okay. You heal 13 hit points.
Oh,
On a
thank
1.
you.
Nice.
That's a lot for how low I was. That's very good.
Well, it's your level plus what I roll plus like
Some.
6.
Yeah, that's
Plus
cool.
some.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Nice.
She'll just like whisper a thank you and then just go back to.
How subtle were you doing this?
Cora
Me?
wasn't subtle at all.
I think I was like. I mean, a little bit from. Just because she doesn't ask Cora for help a lot, so I think it was more of a quiet like.
okay. Well, at this point, it's been about another 10 minutes.
Well,
I think
you can see that there's a pair of fins sticking out of the water, just regular size like shark fins, but they're just sort of flanking to either side of Leono, just sort of swimming along. Actually, well, you guys are under the water, so you'd be able to see them.
Yeah,
my bad.
Doing?
are they dolphins or are they sharks?
Interesting question. Looking at them, they are. In fact, do you have? Yeah, make a nature check for me. I'm curious what
Me?
you know about your
Me?
aquatic. Yeah. I want to know what you know
Oh,
about
boy.
aquatic creatures.
Okay.
Not
a lot. Not.
They're definitely not dolphins.
Medora as a
Well,
sea
hold
person.
on. One second. What did you get?
I got a 9.
Okay, so you don't know anything other than they're sharks. Go ahead, Medora. Lizzie?
A dirty 20.
Okay. You know what you're looking at as bull sharks.
Oh,
And they're a form of reef shark. That is to say, they don't go out into like the open sea. They're not that tough per se, but they'll if you go bleeding in the water around them, they'll
Good thing I healed up Nova.
So
express.
I think I was
interest.
leaving like a trail of blood off of the whale.
Medora might now look at Nova and go, "Oh yeah, that's probably the issue." And she's going to use her healing word.
Okay, and you know that they tend to be pack hunters as well.
Nova takes 6 healing points.
They're not here long before they kind of break off and leave you guys in peace.
Pieces?
It seems like they were just kind of checking you out, though. I don't know if any of you guys know what an IRL bull shark is like, but that's...
Yeah, I do.
not in
Oh, good.
behavior, no.
Sharks are great.
Hmm.
I mean, they
Sharks
like
are
to check
friends.
They're
stuff out.
they're
okay.
kind of the iconic looking shark, and they've got the derpy little nose.
Were these like full-grown sharkies?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And incidentally, they are faster than Leono.
And
That
it,
makes
is this
sense.
as we're like nearing the patch of land to the west?
Yeah.
Kinda.
As you're nearing, it looks like a rocky outcropping, with a massive shelf several feet above the water surface.
I know
This
how to deal
outcropping
with
goes
this.
all the way up, 80 feet. This is one of the big ones.
Or do it like a walrus?
Wait, as in the shelf is 80 feet up above the water?
No. The
Okay.
outcropping. The shelf is only a
I
few
had a
feet
bit
above
of
the
a
water.
panic there.
Do you guys want me to get up there and take a look around?
Do you wanna
Just
Le-
to see if there's
Le-
more weird kelp, then we won't go
Take
there.
someone
Can-
with
can
you
you-
just in
I'll go.
case.
before you go? What if you go on the end of the tail and we get Leona to just lift you up so you can see first?
Oh, he can just yeet me again. That
no,
was
no,
fun.
no. Maybe have a look first.
Oh, okay.
If you're
Can
okay
a
with
few
that.
feet up.
Can you tell him that? Do we all
You-
have
we-
tongues or just you?
Leona? No. Leona's got tongues. Leona can understand everybody.
Oh, okay. Hey, can we get on your tail and you go whoop and lift us up there?
I refuse to make whale noises, but
Whale
there's
noises
a
are beautiful.
Go
I
on,
got a
Dory style.
soundboard of all the Dory ones.
yeah. You hear
Yeah.
a whale call that just sort of echoes through the water, and the
And
tail
I can't
rises
understand
above
him,
the
though,
water
can
a
I?
bit,
Oh, I
just
can't.
a bit, like it's waiting
Affirmative.
for you to step onto it.
You can understand whale because
Come on,
Leona.
E3. I'll climb up there
Okay.
with it.
E3, are you going with her?
Yeah.
Okay. Leona will lift you two up. How high do you want to go? Well, how high can a whale's tail realistically
Just
go?
to the shelf.
Oh, just to the shelf? Oh,
Just a
okay.
few
That's only
Just so
5
that we
feet.
can
So
see.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll get up there, see
can
if
get
there's
onto the
any
shelf.
weird bullshit.
Looking about, it looks actually for the most part dry.
Okay. I don't see any
kelp?
kelp or
Any
anything.
kelp?
No kelp. No
Definitely no plant growth
There's
here.
no
In fact, if
mist
you
or
want,
anything?
you can make an
plants.
investigation check.
kelp. Sure. I'll do that.
I will assist
Sure.
Oh,
okay, so
cool.
with
I'm-
advantage.
because
That-
my
that'll help a
investigation
little.
is.
Yeah, that'll help you for sure. Yeah.
Hey,
Uh,
is that a rock?
Nova's
'Cause we all
shouting.
have fantastic stats.
So Nova's shouting. Check for plants.
I just called it up to her really quickly.
Can I
before
call up, look up as well as down?
I got a 13 for a total of 12.
Oh, I could
she...
have.
With advantage.
I could have
but
done
that was
the,
with
the same.
Yeah,
Me and
I'm
you,
not very good at that.
best investigators.
I'm glad
Um,
we're here doing this. I look
looking
up
about-
and down and all around.
You find what looks like a little bit of bird droppings up close to the actual rocky spire, but for
I
the
poke
most
it.
part,
You
okay,
what?
it's very dry.
It's very dry. Okay.
Yeah.
He's a bird expert.
I want to know
now.
how fresh it is.
For the most part, though, it's just rock.
Do you see this?
Shall I? Oh, yeah. Shall we get? Shall
So-
we go? Shall I get on? Do you want me to?
Well, wait, what? Do we want to rest here? There's clearly a bird. What kind of bird droppings?
How big
Can
is
I
the
do a nature
droppings? Is
check?
it like?
Yeah.
Or is it like?
Can I do a
"Arr"?
You
check?
could do a nature check.
Bird dropping check.
Does it look like a cow with wings?
Do you want to
nature
assist
check.
again? Because it's the same bonus for me.
I've actually got nature. Do you want me to?
I'll assist you.
It's 19.
19.
With
Okay. As you
I read a
study
bird
this,
book once.
I know a lot about shit.
it's
With
a
our
little
combined
distressing. Whatever's droppings these are, it's actually no bird at all. It looks more like
powers. So you're a liar.
I mean, at first glance, it could pass for bird droppings, but it actually seems more something larger
Reptilian.
and probably carnivorous.
Okay.
I share that information. It's
Okay, we were gonna make a
This-
tiny hut though, so
this
do
is
we
a-
really need to
yeah,
worry about?
This is a weird specification that I'm going to ask for. Does it look like the poop was dropped from a height or like smeared on?
Why
It does
are
look like
we
it was
Good
dropped from a
question.
flight.
Okay,
Or-
so there you go. It's from a flying
height.
creature. I wanted to know if it was like
Okay.
a flying creature or a land
So
shelf creature.
right, so it's not like this isn't like a nesting spot. It just happened to go poo poo as it was flying over.
Oh my god!
It
I
does
mean,
not appear to be a nesting spot.
I
would
don't
say.
think we're going to find anywhere safe safe.
Right.
This seems
I
the
think
safest.
with the tiny hut, we should be okay.
Yeah.
Hey
Come on, guys. How do we get a whale on here?
Oh well.
Can we just end the polymorph?
Well, and also just a reminder, the shelf is like 100 to 150 feet. So
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
ton
We've checked
of space.
it thoroughly. It's
Yeah.
fine. Can we end the polymorph?
I don't know if polymorph you can end willingly or not. I don't remember. It was from a
Who
scroll.
cast it again?
Medora.
I read
It's not one of my spells, to be fair.
Right, wasn't
I'm
it?
looking up.
It was a scroll.
There's a scroll.
It was a scroll.
I read a book once where like called Free Will, where like a whale
It's
jumped
just
out.
says
Maybe it can just.
It is concentration, by the way. So you can drop it.
It is. Oh, okay.
Wait, let's get everybody up here first. Come on, guys.
Okay. Leona will elevate the rest of you, assuming you're willing, onto the shelf.
I gotta show you guys some poop we found.
Can I just drop one of my ropes and just hold the end of the rope, and if someone's willing to assist, just put it there for Leona to grab onto to help out,
Yeah, I can.
just in case Leona's like, water.
Are you gonna drop the polymorph then?
When the rope's by the whale. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. As you drop the polymorph, you hear a little splash and a yelp, and then a moment later,
Sorry.
Leona surfaces, spitting out water, treading water a bit, kind of
Hey.
chuckling a little bit, but also like fur is down,
There's gonna
trying
be a
not to
lot
be
of
pissed.
grooming
They
later.
will start climbing up the rope up onto the shelf. Well, the water is very cold.
How
It
was being
seems
a
to have
whale?
worked. Oh, it was very calming. Very serene. I will have to learn this form.
I'd like to try that one day somehow.
Can you learn from polymorphs, or does it have to be natural?
In order for
Because
me
it actually
to
turns you into it.
properly learn such a thing, one of our faith must spend time with the creature. We must see how they live. We must study their habits, their behavior. We must know how they feed, how they hunt, how they move. And it is only by embracing the spirit of this animal, merging its spirit with our own, that we can become as them.
So Nova, you could maybe turn into those sharks we just saw if you study them a bit more.
Yeah. Oh, I study them for sure. First.
Totally was doing that. Okay, come look at this poop.
Oh, okay.
We think it's from something that flew by, but it's carnivorous.
Can I just start looking for a place
Look at
to,
it!
like, a good place for a rest, like a place that would be like maybe back up against the wall or something.
Yeah. You can kind of see there's like a niche over. Actually, you guys can. Your token is not just for water after all.
Woohoo!
You could move like over
Right
here.
in here. Yeah,
that
yeah,
little
yeah.
hollow.
Thing? Or this?
Or
yeah.
down over there.
I
Yeah.
vote here because that sticky out wall bit there, something could like beach up from
Okay.
the sea and come around. But whereas here, maybe we've got a bit
Yeah,
more
I think
view.
that gives us some more field of view.
Okay.
Yeah, we can
yeah.
set up there.
You move over here.
While that's
Um,
starting, Ithri's going to try and look up cliff to make sure there's no like hidden shelves that creatures might be on above us.
Okay. Looking up, you aren't seeing much. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I shall try and perceive.
You got this.
So I rolled exactly the same. I rolled a 12.
Okay. You can make out like bits of moss on the rock further and further up, but nothing that looks
There's no
Dangerous.
significant poop patches.
no.
Cool.
What's up, Ithri? Well, literally,
Moss.
what's up there?
Moss.
What'd you see?
Moss
Okay.
and cliff.
It's like
we're
a
good to-
cavern, right? Does it look like there's a ceiling? Or
Oh yeah, this whole area, there is a ceiling far, far
and then you
above.
just said that there was like a light coming, but it's
Like
not.
moonlight. Yep. The ceiling
okay.
ranges from 100 to 150 feet above the water's surface.
Okay, cool. Just trying to visualize.
Though at present, you can only make out the occasional stalactite hanging through because there is a thick mist just hovering along the ceiling. So like you can't actually
That's
see the
great.
ceiling, you just see like little spikes poking through that mist.
Love it. Love that. Love that for us.
So, we're gonna do the hut again and rest, right?
Yeah, I could definitely use a rest. It's been a very exhausting
Can
day,
you?
I guess.
Do you have any like spells to help with swimming besides the water breathing?
I can make us walk on water.
Oh, that sounds
That
cool.
would be handy too.
You just walk across it as if
Wait,
You're
can
walking
you
on land.
decide?
Ha-
Can you decide to go in if you want to, or are you stuck above
Yeah.
the water?
it just gives you the ability to walk across any like kind of liquidy surface. Like I think you could even do it with lava. You could walk across the lava.
Oh,
I'm
I
just
mean,
reading
it
the
would still be
spell
real
text.
might
hot,
need
right?
that for the fire.
For the
note.
fire one, yeah.
Oh.
It says water,
How-
acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava.
How does it work with waves? Like,
Well, I imagine it would be
You
kind of
probably
difficult.
just
Kind of like walking over a hill that's moving underneath you at the same time. So it might be a little hard. And it
Do you-
only lasts for an hour.
have you done this before? Do you have to walk, or could you like lie down and then just have the
Uh,
wave
If
push
you lie down, you will go through the waves.
Ah, damn it.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah, I was going to say we tried it as a joke once.
so.
And,
Does not work well with armor.
So if you fall prone,
Good.
then
You
you'll
will
fall
fall
into
through.
the water. Okay.
After all, this spell is walk on water, not sleep on water.
but
What if you walk like a worm on your belly? Then what?
if I cast it and you're under the water already, you'll move up to the surface.
That's cool.
Improving
But
your
I-
natural buoyancy.
What
Yes.
if I fall over and fall into the water? How do I get out? Can I just be like, walk, and it would put me up? Or is it like, do I have to climb out?
I think
or
you would
am I
have to
overthinking
swim
this?
to the surface.
Yeah, but like,
And then you would just like stand up. It's a weird thing to
This is
Magic is
explain
weird.
without you doing it yourself.
my favorite part of D&D is just
We
questioning
tried to
how
walk
magic
up
works.
waterfalls with this spell on. It.
I mean, that
did
feels
not
like-
go well.
No, I feel
Oh,
like
it didn't
water
work.
comes
Okay.
down real fast. You'd have to like
Yeah,
run.
I wasn't strong enough. Valdriel almost made it to the top, and then he splashed back to the bottom.
Well,
I mean, cool. I don't have anything that can help.
I
So-
I can make sure that I've prepared it. I don't know how to say that in D&D speak.
Prepared it.
No, that's right.
think
Prepared
about it.
I'll think about it tonight. I'll meditate
I'll
on
think
it.
about it, maybe.
No, I can prepare that for tomorrow just in case we need it.
Stilly, can I see
Yes.
that? Can I see that?
See what?
The thing on the map
I
I don't know what
I
you
Bessie,
love
where-
the
Bessie, what are
vague-
you
To-
talking about?
to the north? Those
No. Why are
creatures?
you so zoomed out? Zoom in on our token like a normal person.
Oh, okay, sorry. So I can't see that over there.
Nope.
Okay.
See what over where?
That's like
Nothing.
1,000 feet away.
Okay, well,
Mhm.
it's concerning.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
I would just focus on your general vicinity.
Look, I like to zoom
The
out
map
on
is
maps.
large.
Okay.
I think I can
Not
see all of
allowed.
like 6 squares.
I get out my binoculars. Hey, what's that? I can see that.
Well, I'm exhausted. So if we could just
Yeah.
set up camp and work on that, and then
I'm-
figure out our plan for tomorrow, that'd be
Should set up watches.
I can
So-
watch. I'm good.
certainly.
The tiny hut ritual takes 10 minutes.
Okay.
Aha! That is tragic. So as you begin your ritual,
Oh, this.
Just
partway through,
environmental
all of you
damage.
take 3 points of acid damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw
Oh.
from Medora.
So I
Well,
did
can
it,
you
and I got
cast
a
it?
9.
Cast it?
Nine.
Oh, so
that's-
So you could-
unfortunately, like,
You don't have a spell slot?
as you're working on
She's been
this
needing to
ritual,
rest for a long time.
partway through the ritual, like the whole time it's unpleasant as like the very air almost seems to burn, and at other times it makes you feel chills, and like unfortunately the combination of effects results in you losing concentration on the spell.
I rolled a second con save and got 16, so
Okay, so second attempt. So it does end up taking 20 minutes to get this set up. So everyone is going to take an additional 2 points of damage.
Ooh.
We're resting anyways.
Mm.
Are you
Stings.
updating Junko's token, Haskell?
I will. But no, I forgot that's a thing I have to do. Sorry,
Oh,
I was changing Leono's spells prepared. It
so
was 432. That's easy
Yes.
she's done it there, if that helps. That's where the tiny hut is, in my mind.
Perfect.
If that's okay with everyone.
I mean, you're the one casting the spell, so.
I mean, I've done it twice now. There's probably like a half circle a little bit further north.
Just move so you don't have to rub out all the chalk and
Yeah,
stuff.
just with one kick mark through it. Like, next.
So we're all in it. We're good. It's up.
So you all get into the hut. Everything is comfortable suddenly. You can breathe more freely.
Choice of the hut is that it looks like the general color as much as possible of that wall corner, so to match
Sure.
the shadow or the lightness gray, whatever color
Like
it
a
is.
grayish brown.
Yeah, just so that then if there's
Okay.
anything above looking down, we should blend in with the floor, and if it's coming from the side, hopefully it's like the floor and the wall at that point are near enough the same color.
Okay. Sure.
Now that we're safe, can we talk for a second?
Can we stop you?
Mhm.
No, I'm joking. Yeah. What?
Oh, I can just stop.
No, I would. I was just. It's a funny thing to ask permission for. Carry on.
Well, what just happened? How did we get here? We were taking a rest and then we were here.
Oh, gosh. I took out. I'm still holding it. The gem. I took this out when we were on watch, and I asked D3 to watch my back to examine it, and the second I touched it, just sent us here. So I'm very sorry about that. I didn't know. I just thought I would try to identify it. You know, like we kind of have with other magical items.
I'm glad we were all part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
least it took everybody and not just
So,
you.
You know, now we know when you grab it, it just transports you. So
So
I mean,
I
on the
had to
plus
let
side,
go of it because I'm
Is that all
afraid of
you-
what will happen.
I
Is
I
that all
don't.
you did? You just grabbed it and
I just grabbed it, and I learned that it. Notes. I think you can
Oh,
breathe
what did I learn?
underwater with this. I
Two-
think.
two
I think,
weeks
I think I
worth
put
of-
that in my inventory. Hold on. It protects you. Oh, it protects you from the damage, so I shouldn't have been taking any of that damage.
Oh, well then you'd heal 9 hit points.
And it gives you the ability to breathe water. So,
But you can already give
Yeah.
us that. So
but I did that for everybody.
yes,
right?
thank you.
Because only the person holding it.
so
and
is
I'm
it-
not recommending this, but if you let go and then pick it up again,
I don't know. That's why I haven't let go.
Should we?
I actually was gonna just slot it into the skull.
oh, let's maybe wait.
Well, but why? The second I touch it again, it's just gonna transport us back here.
That
So if
might
I
be a
do
good
this when
thing.
we're in a different node,
Okay, so not that I know anything about these nodes, but imagine we're on fire.
Right?
Ow.
You just want to get dropped. But here's
Dropped
my
in some
theory.
water.
Here's my theory is that if I put it into the skull, it still has the power, but
maybe then you
the
won't-
person holding the skull has more control over it, so
Or
that it's not like the second you touch the gem.
or maybe it becomes part of the skull and you can't use it for doing this.
But they
What?
said that they couldn't get out of the nodes, right? Somebody said this to us. Somebody said that you couldn't get out of the nodes because they didn't have the gems.
Yes.
And the gems are part of the skull.
Yes.
And I think that you need them all to. Well, I'm no wizard. I wish
Medora's
Draycon
just
was
gonna
here.
slowly raise her
but-
hand.
I'm just thinking.
If we didn't touch it the first time, it didn't move us straight away. We touched it with
No, because we
something
touched
else.
it with other things and then just dropped it into
Okay.
the bag.
So, and also, if you put it down and pick it up, and we're already here, is it gonna transport you to where we appeared?
I don't know. That's why I haven't put it down.
And one
Been
more,
holding it the whole time.
the people that the skull is for, will they know if you start putting things in the skull? Will there be some sort of magical communication?
They
I
did
don't
know when
really-
you're attuned to it and stuff.
Well, yeah, but I
So-
tuned to it. I don't think I have to
Yeah.
attune to it to
But
slot it in.
If they know when it's attuned to, they obviously are connected to it in some
What
way.
if it weakens
I
the
just-
barriers?
No.
I just think we should wait until either the situation is desperate and we can't figure out anything else, or we've got all of the gems.
I disagree with
Okay.
all of you, which is very hard to do because I'm outnumbered here. I think that just slotting it into its place is just gonna free
Can-
up my hand to be able to.
Can we maybe wait till after the rest this time?
Sure,
don't
I'll
you
just
just
hold
hand
this in
it
my
to
hand
some-
for 8
I mean,
hours.
I feel
You
like
could
Just hand
drop
it off to
drop it in the
somebody
pouch.
yeah,
Or back
Don't
in
know.
the pouch.
I don't think
like-
anyone else should take it in case they get teleported.
that yeah.
That's a good point.
Maybe,
I feel
maybe can we
like-
drop it in the pouch?
Dropping it is fine, but I don't know because.
And I still think we should keep it separate.
hang
like
on.
each person should have a separate gem, and then Ithri, you hang on to the skull, and then each person should have a gem. I don't think keeping them all together
don't-
is a good idea.
If
think
each
that-
person has a gem and we get teleported, everyone will end up in a different node individually. I don't
well,
want
then
that.
Also, what if one of us gets eaten by a shark?
While holding the
well
gem.
then at least only one gem is gone, not all of them, right?
We need all of them? I mean,
I will drop the gem into.
I don't
my-
know. I just
but-
okay. It's haven't you ever heard? Don't
You
put
just
all your
let
eggs
go.
in one basket.
Yeah, into the bag.
yeah, but they're not in all in one pocket. You said you were separating them a little bit, so.
Oh, I have the bag of holding, and then I have the belt of holding, which has a lot of pouches, so you can keep everything separate. You guys gave me all the things of holding, so
We should just call you Miss
I
Holding.
got all the trinkets.
Nova Holding.
Wait, what?
I
I
vote
said
rest
I have a
and
belt
then
of holding and a
rediscuss.
bag. So,
Why does that matter?
so
don't
she
understand.
was just asking about keeping everything separate. So I just was pointing out the belt
Oh,
has
I
a lot
see.
of pouches.
So
and then
you'd
the bag
put one in
itself
each
is separate.
pouch, and then okay.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and if we run out of room, I have the bag of holding as well. So,
I don't mind Nova holding on to things. I just, as long as you're not gonna try and sneaky do it while we're asleep or resting, because I don't want to wake up somewhere random.
don't look at my face right now. This is Sarah reacting and not Nova. Don't look at my inability to keep a straight face. I was
Yeah,
thinking
teleporting
about it,
here
but
was
you know
quite
what?
Sudden and a start.
I
Medora's gonna maybe suggest
It was
that
at the end of the rest. Okay,
you do it at the
listen.
end of the rest.
I did do it at the end of the rest last time.
Just
Not end enough because we didn't get to heal.
Mm.
It was end
did.
of a short
Yeah, we
rest,
did.
but it wasn't end of a
It was
long
end of a
short
short
rest.
rest. It wasn't a long
Mhm.
rest.
Oh, I thought it was a long rest.
No, it
Nope.
was an hour rest.
We
Yeah.
were kindly donated.
Oh, I just
from-
didn't have hit die.
There
left
was a
from them.
grey area that happened that probably
I
saved
think
our
because there
butts.
was, I think because there was identifying going on as well, right? Was there
Yeah.
identifying or tuning or I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I had
2
identified
weeks
another
ago, my
item
brain's
before
cleared
that,
cache.
so
Yeah,
Um,
there
finally
was
had
there was a
identified
definite.
Okay, so
Uh,
we have a plan.
cool.
Medora's actually just gonna be like, "Hey, pinky promise that you don't do it until we're rested."
I don't know what a pinky promise is, but
It's a
sure.
sacred
me,
bond that cannot
It's
be
a bond of
broken.
trust.
I don't think we're on that level, Medora.
Then maybe you can put the pouches
Oh,
in the middle
okay.
of the hut.
No, it's okay. Pinky promised me, Nova.
I will promise not to touch it until the end of a rest.
I'm all good. Medora's just gonna move to the side and just sit down somewhere and wait for you guys to carry on.
Ithri's studying his own pinky like it's got some sort of power now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Me too.
Oh, the
I'm waiting
power
for
to
like a
gain
magical
trust.
bond to appear.
Yeah.
to appear.
I don't know
Oh,
this
it's
ritual.
there. E3, you want to take first watch with me?
Sure.
Nova
Okay.
and Junko on second? Or third? However you guys want to do it.
I would take third dodge.
I'll take it with Leona.
I'll take with Junko.
Okay, so you're on third watch with
Smart.
Junko. And Leono's on second, then?
Sure.
Yeah.
With me.
Okay.
Sounds good.
How convenient with you, where he can't tell any of your embarrassing childhood stories.
I planned it that way specifically. If they wanted embarrassing childhood stories, that's on them for not asking before we rested.
That's fair.
Okay. Well, you guys are able to eat, rest. Even you could even get a little crackling fire going if you want to cook and have fresh food, technically,
just
because
dry
the
clothes.
hut will, or dry clothes for that matter. Yeah, yeah. You guys are all soaking wet.
Can I have a little conversation before we...
Mm-hmm.
You asking
Please do.
Ithri or
No,
Is
I'm
that a
asking
new
the
thing?
GM.
okay?
E3,
Scene is yours.
Hello.
hi. And everybody else, I assume, is asleep.
Is this
I'm-
during your watch?
Do
then?
you want
Yes,
me to
it's
be?
during our
Yeah,
watch.
you gotta give a time here.
Sorry, this is in our watch,
Okay.
so it's a private conversation. Unless somebody's not actually asleep.
Me, but I'm not
Am I
listening
on
to you. Don't
third
worry.
third watch?
can
Yeah,
be.
you're on
I was
third.
third. No.
I'm not listening to you. You can have
Medora's
your
gonna
privacy.
sleep.
Okay.
Hi.
E3,
Keep your secrets.
Hello.
I'm really worried
Yeah.
about Nova.
Be more specific.
She's kind of been through a lot,
Yeah.
and I want to talk to her about it, but I feel like she'll just get mad at me.
So, I think the problem is that she's still going through it because we're here.
So we just kind of have to suck it up and get through it. Is that...
I don't think, well, because like I am not very good at processing things, so I tend to do like have the thing happen, then wait a bit, like somewhere between a day and 3 months, and then oh, I've started processing by accident. So I don't know that, like, I mean, other than checking she's okay and as much as you already are, I don't know how much you can
Well,
help.
I was gonna ask, can you, I know you look out for all of us already, but can you, like, really look after Nova? Like, extra?
So, I am pretty good at looking after people in a fight. Brains, don't know how to fix those. I could try. Like,
She just, she seems closest to you, so
oh,
I
okay.
think you keeping an eye out for her would go a long way.
I will do what I can.
Okay.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay.
No, 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 no. We're talking about processing now. It's not just Nova that's going through stuff.
Kind of glances over at Junko. I just want everybody else to be okay. And it hurts that they're not.
You're still externalizing. I'm specifically talking about you.
I don't... I can't really...
Not time to
I
process
can't
yet?
let... I don't think I can let that in. I guess things are okay. Like, apparently my wings are... I have wings and they're, like, gold and nice, and I don't remember anything about it, but, you know, there they were, so...
I mean, they were so nice I thought I was dreaming, but then I was nearly dead, so... And a little bit on fire, apparently? I'm not sure.
It's just confusing. And,
Yeah.
Loki isn't helping. And everybody, and even everybody wants to tell me what I am and who I am, and it's just really confusing.
Yeah.
And everybody seems to want to use that to manipulate me, and it's just not nice.
No, but it must mean that you've got something worth manipulating, right?
I guess.
Not that that makes it any easier, but... Silver lining? Unless you don't want that and then just do what I did and run away. Not now.
I can't run very far. Here.
You can run the
Not
furthest
here,
and fastest. Oh, here, yeah, okay.
Not till I get that walk on water thing.
Please don't run away on water. I think I'm going to struggle to walk normally on that. Never mind keep up with you. I'm excited though.
Yeah. That's all I really wanted to say.
Okay, but also if you ever need to talk about yourself and stuff or anything else, I'm here.
Okay. Hug.
Hug.
End scene.
All right.
We move on.
Second watch.
As
That
we're
would be
transitioning to second watch, can I
wake you up?
make eye contact with Cora? And just
hey, wake up! It's time for your watch.
Oh, hey.
Don't shout it. There's people sleeping.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna like tap my head and kind of look at you like, is it okay if I speak in your head?
Oh. Go ahead.
I love that Nova was just like gestured and then, is it okay if
that was the look. That was me describing the look. Listen,
I thought that was
I can't
awesome.
do the look. I don't know. I'm not an actor. Okay. In your head, you'll just hear, sorry. I'm sorry if I've lashed out at you. Just kind of been a lot, and I don't really know what's happening anymore, and I feel like everybody gets mad at me no matter what I do, and I I keep letting people down, and I don't know who I am anymore. So I I'm really sorry.
It's okay. You don't have to be
You don't
sorry.
have to do that.
Oh, okay. I saw Ithri do
The
it, so
player does, so we
I
know
thought you
it's.
had.
Oh, okay, okay.
No, they both did it. I'm never mad at you, Nova. I don't think there's much you can do to make me mad at you. I think we're all going through stuff, and you especially right now.
Oh, uh,
I'm here for you if you need anything.
yeah. Well, I'm good. Right. So,
This is weird. I have to do this, or else it just feels weird not to talk to you like
okay,
this. So.
right. Right. Sorry. It's new talking to people that aren't just my mom in our heads. So,
Yeah,
uh,
it's just weird for me.
I just didn't want to disturb anybody. So, yeah.
No, I get that. Yeah. Ithri's asleep already, so.
Okay. Well, I'll I'll let you go to sleep.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Circle, circle, circle. Goes to sleep.
Are you
God damn it.
suddenly a dog?
No. Just trying to get comfy.
Okay.
When you approach, Leono offers you a warm smile. I hope you were able to rest.
I'm addressed in these places, I think.
No, there is not. Though I must say, the little huts, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. I did not have one of these.
Oh, sorry you were here for so long. And
How long was it?
7 months.
Oh.
Feels
Yeah.
like 20 years.
I was.
That does not sound right.
What do you mean?
Well, I would have been sure not more than 2 weeks had passed.
Do you think time works differently here?
Oh, fuck, guys. Everybody's
Well,
fucked.
We are
Because-
on a different plane.
Because
Technically.
it was definitely 7 months. I mean, it took me 6 months to recover from all of that, and then and then it took me a few days to travel to Humble Bank, and
I believe
been
your
like a
judgment.
month.
It is simply a bit of a surprise to find out. Well, I suppose Jade is probably far more worried about me than I would have thought.
Right, especially since I told her you were dead. In my defense, I did think you were dead.
You have done the
Um,
best you have been able to do with
That's
the
okay.
information you have
You
had.
know, you can explain it all when you go back there. Clear up the misunderstanding. So,
Nova Cree. There is only so much weight 2 shoulders can carry. Do
Yeah,
not take
yeah.
upon yourself the burden of that which you could not have controlled.
You mean all of this? Obviously, I can't control that the temple existed, but I did
Or
kind of control that you were all
that's-
here. So,
But you did not. But you did not. After all, do you think that 2 elders of our village would have accompanied you just because you had a whim? Whew. I should think not. Between you and me, Jade would have been very, very angry if I had come solely because you told me to.
I don't know. I just think maybe my
It sounds so silly when you put it out loud, doesn't it?
yeah. I just maybe my mom was right that I wasn't ready, and you know, even a god told me, demigod said I was useless. So I mean, maybe I just
Useless.
wasn't ready.
We are all alive. All of us. You. Them. I wonder if we would all still be alive with the shift of one decision or another. How many of those decisions were yours?
Some.
Well, when all is said and done, we live. And as long as we live, we are doing something, right? Especially when the world is against us. When a demigod is against us, and all of their minions, and their summoned monsters, and their what do you call those? Their henchmen. When there is an army stacked against you, and you yet live, I think it speaks well of you, especially when you've seen combat.
I mean, I look around to other people in the hut. It's them. E3's lovely snoring.
I have
It's
been
them.
watching. I have been watching the way you perform and the way they perform. And each of you has different talents, different gifts, different contributions. Some of you don't even realize you are doing it yet. But I will say, as your teacher and your friend, I am very proud of you. Of the growth you have shown and the leadership capabilities you've demonstrated. And more, the responsibility that you take upon yourself for your own well-being and that of those around you.
How much of
And
a...
I think your mother should be very proud as well.
I think she's very upset with me.
When we return, perhaps I will tell you about Kavakri's first outing. And then we will see how vindictive she is feeling.
I don't think I'm going back there, Leona. I mean,
What do you mean?
I just... Well, I kind of we went there to tell them about this situation, and it didn't seem they were going to help immediately, so I kind of blew off the other half of the meeting that they were having, and they were going to force me to stay there. So if I go back, I don't think I'll leave again. And I can't... I can't wild shape anymore, so I don't really think that looks very good as the daughter of... Yeah.
These are very complicated issues, and I will not invalidate them. But Novakri, I think you should understand. No one wants to hold you captive, and no one wants to cut you from their life forever. Least of all your mother.
Why didn't she tell me any of the truth then?
The truth is... And they look out at, like, the water. Very fluid for some of us. The truth is, for some, what we want it to be. And for others, what we refuse it to be. Truth can shift with perspective and time and experience. Kamakri's truth today is not the same as her truth 17 years ago. I will not say that all that she has done has led to good. But her heart was always in the right place. It is a conversation I believe you should have with her. It is not my place to speak for her.
Yeah. Right.
And Leono's going to sort of take out like a little box, or a little pouch of smooth stones and start setting them out like into a pattern. Do you still play?
It's been a while since I've kicked your ass.
Oh, well, we shall have to keep it longer still, but perhaps you may try. And I think that the rest of this watch passes uneventfully.
Yay.
There's not much that assails you.
Before I go to sleep, I want to try to reach out to Valkyrie, see if I can get any information maybe while I'm resting. Specifically on like, I don't know that I have any specifics.
Make
been
your
a while.
charisma check.
My least favorite check.
I know.
Because it's nothing. Oh, a 12? That's double digits this time. That's a first.
12?
Yeah.
You once again find yourself in the darkness of your mind, of the state between consciousness and unconsciousness. And you feel that you're not alone here. That someone is listening. What do you do?
I want to I just whispered, help me.
You hear your own voice echo back. Help me. How? The second word, or third, I guess, also in your own voice, though you didn't speak it.
I need to be stronger, I think. I can't be useless.
You feel a sense of surprise and immediate concern. Useless? Use? You hear from different inflections of your own voice. And all of them together. No.
No.
And you see kind of you've been in the dark in this. You see a glow not far away from you.
Is it moving towards me or just...
It's just there, not moving.
Can I go towards it?
You've never tried moving in this state before. That's not really something like, that's not really how your brain
Just
works,
like,
you know, like
will myself over
yeah,
there.
but you try. And nothing happens. You feel a little like, I don't know, like if you've ever,
Like if you can, yeah.
Every person ever has checked to make sure they're not psychic. You just got to try. It's like that.
Trying
you
to
have that
move things
momentary,
with your head.
yeah, that was stupid. I don't know what I thought was going to happen. But even as you start to feel that frustration, you hear again your own voice. No, no, no. Try. Try.
I'll try to pull the glowy thing to me.
Make another charisma check.
Oh, that's a 9.
Nothing happens. After a long moment of like straining, focusing. It's okay, you hear yourself say, a much younger you. It's okay. You'll get there.
How do you
And
know
you hear,
that?
for a long moment, there's no reply. And you think you're alone once more. You feel that presence growing further and further from you. You can hear a distant, no, no, don't shut me out.
I like yell for it to come back.
And the darkness becomes sleep. But speaking of sleep, imagine our camera sort of panning a little bit. In the
No.
dark, you just can't see anything at all.
No, we don't need that.
Medora,
Ooh.
Is
You
sleeping
also-
peacefully.
are seeing darkness. And amid that darkness, you can hear a distant, no, no, no. And echoes of, be silent, and screams. Your screams. And you can feel yourself plummeting through the dark. And you can hear 1,000 voices laughing all around you. And you feel things moving invisibly through the darkness. Your eyes just can't penetrate it. And then you feel something wrap around you, constricting you tight, like pulling you out of your free fall. And you feel yourself sort of shifting, like it's moving you, though nothing changes visually because it's all black darkness everywhere. What's this? A single black eye opens, and you can see the red around that black pupil, more of like a slit pupil instead of a round pupil. looking at you, but the light coming from its red glow illuminates the massive, inky black tentacle coiled around you, holding you in front of this eye. What's this?
Medora has no words.
I still see you.
She's mentally trying to, like, blink. She's trying to throw herself awake. That's all she's trying.
And you can hear, like, almost like reality itself cracking with this deep primordial laughter around you. And you can see tendrils of something moving in the inky darkness around you just beyond visibility. Let's have a better look. Sweet child.
She just mentally just goes, hey. She can't form a whole question, but just, hey.
Curious. It perceives. It sees. And like you feel yourself being moved in closer to the eye. It hears. Curious.
If she mentally, like, tries to look down in this place, can she see anything about the tentacle? Is it...
Looking about, you can just make out, just faintly in the dark, the very darkness itself is not at all darkness. It's all writhing. It's a wall. It's all in every direction, walls upon walls, layers of moving, wriggling tentacles.
She's gonna try and place it in some context she understands, so her mind just goes, squid, octopus, squid, tentacles. Panic? See? See?
Sir. Power. Knowledge.
If not,
Eternity.
this is eternity?
Eternity is what you make of it.
She just goes back to who?
And with that, you feel like yourself falling away from the eye, horizontally away from it. But there's no feeling of like that pit in your stomach, from a drop, just movement. And like you kind of shake against the tentacle that's like pushing you. Medora! Medora, it is time for your watch. Medora, hello.
It's actually still the demon.
And
Just...
the eye closes. And as the eye closes, your eyes open.
She's just gonna sit up very rapidly, like, if anyone is next to her trying to wake her up, they might get hit by it. Throws herself forward because she's been pulled back in her mind, so she's kind of trying to break forward from that and just
Oh, there she is. Good morning. It is time for your watch. All is quiet.
Watch. All good.
Your watch, yes.
And Medora's just gonna tap Junko and just shake her awake.
Oh, she's funny enough. Junko actually, as soon as you tap her, she just kind of turns over and you can see she's already eyes open, kind of bags under
She's
her
always
eyes
alert.
a little bit. Well,
She's got the
The
feet.
alert feet.
she looks a little exhausted, which is unfortunate, but it's possible she may not have slept.
No,
But-
Junko.
It is time. Okay. I make tea.
Yes,
She's
please.
gonna do that. So as much as I would love to give you guys like a really nice scene with you and Junko, I don't want to play Ava's character for a character building scene. I'm
That's fair.
sorry.
Valid.
In all honesty, Medora would probably sit silently next to Junko and drink tea.
That's fair.
And just
I will say
sit.
she makes hella good tea. Well, if that's your thing. So here's the thing. Corvanian tea is not English style. It's more Korean style.
I don't think Medora would be tasting the tea.
Oh,
It's more
okay.
just she's just drinking because she is kind
Warm.
of autopiloted. Yeah.
Mhm. Got
She
it.
might realize at the end of the rest, as she's starting to feel better, that she suddenly like gets like the water out from her brain can't word. She drinks some water afterwards and is like,
Okay.
but it would probably take her most of the watch to realize that she doesn't like it. It's not what she's used to, and it wasn't what she
That's fair.
expected, but she doesn't realize for a long time.
That's tragic. And I'm positive Junko will probably judge you for that.
She doesn't tell Junko. She's not. She's just like very grateful for the tea, but she ain't gonna tell Junko that she doesn't hate it, but she's just like, that's not tea. That's not what she was expecting.
For her part, I will say this too. Junko seems perfectly content to say nothing. To just
That's what Junko.
She just vibing.
vibe. Yeah,
Strong,
exactly.
silent type.
I feel like we've probably moved to wherever we put the fire in the tiny hut and just sat backs to the fire, staring out at in this strong, silent tea drinking session. That's what happens. There is no chit chat right now.
Sure. You know what? That works all the better for her.
Can we
And-
cut to Ithri's dream sequence now?
Are we all get a dream sequence? No, just
no,
kidding. I
Ithri's
no, not
know.
just
this time.
skipping
What do you
through a
think this is,
meadow.
Halloween?
Yeah.
Come on now.
No,
It's
but
not
that's in a
Coming up.
couple months.
Yeah.
Oh, I've thought of it.
What?
Believe you me, I know. Oh, I know. I haven't forgotten.
Are we dressing up again?
No,
Yeah, we should.
maybe we'll see.
We should.
Your watch actually passes mostly peacefully. Like 90% no trouble.
What's the 10%?
Do we get pooped on?
E3 snoring.
No.
Tracks.
Right around the end of your watch, you're not strictly sure at what point this happened. But there's a couple of statues on the shelf.
Are we all awake now?
In what general location, direction?
Like maybe 70 feet northish of you guys.
So like here.
What are the
like 70,
statues
so it
of?
would be
Are they like humanoid or?
Like around? Oh yeah, that is around there. Yeah. No, they're like these big fish monster kind of things. Like they're like hunched over and 8 feet tall. and like covered in spikes and razor sharp fins, and they have like a shark fin and then 3 more shark fins, like 2 on the shoulders, 1 on the head, and like they've got wing fins, like could be wings, could be dorsal fins,
They
probably
look like
both. But they're
carnivores.
stone. They're statues. There's only 2 of them.
But they weren't there before, so.
But I mean, you might have missed them.
If Medora realizes that we're coming to the end of the tiny hut,
I'd say you've got an hour of tiny hut left. That way, you guys have time to, like, if you want to discuss or identify
Need to make a
items or anything
plan
like
for the
that.
day.
so
Make a plan.
she's gonna make sure that everyone's awake, and then we're like, guys, there are some fish things, stone looking statues, but if the tiny hut goes, I don't know if they can see. Can statues see?
I have a feeling those aren't statues.
I mean, I don't trust anything anymore, so I don't like things being able to see.
We got attacked by kelp, so let's not trust that those are just statues that have appeared or that we just didn't notice.
Well, if they can see or hear, we should probably be quiet, because this isn't a sound barrier.
Oh, pants. Good job I wasn't snoring.
Not at all.
Can Medora try and identify what? Assuming we're going with they're probably not statues, Medora's just gonna try and work out what they are.
You can make a... Oh, shit. I don't know. Arcana check? Yeah, make an Arcana check.
She's so great at this. Okay, we've got an 18.
18. You'd almost think they were gargoyles, but gargoyles always have certain distinctive features. Namely, like wings. They're flying menaces. These look too aquatic to be gargoyles. That's really all you got.
I feel like the aquatic side is probably the only reason she's identified him a little bit.
Hey, Medora wasn't there, but do you remember that fight just before Dracon had his episode, where we were fighting some gargoyles, but there was also a big stone ball of fish? Do you think this is like the little brother?
That was a construct. The gargoyles had humans in them.
Zombies.
Didn't they? Zombies, right. Thank you, Junior.
Yeah, but I was more thinking the big ball of fish.
The construct thing?
I don't know what that means, but yeah, so it was stone, and then it was fishy, tentacly blur stuff.
Yes.
Maybe this is like a little brother?
Are they
Sister?
actually stone, or is this like camo? Can I do like a...
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that thing wasn't actually
make a
stone, it
perception
just
check.
looked like it, right?
Perception. I hit the button. Oh, there it goes. Ooh, net 20, 22.
22. Definitely stone.
Oh, it's totally just stone. But
So
you got something else
casual.
to say?
Leona, I might have checked out during that lesson, but are there any water elemental plane creatures that are known to look like stone?
Have you no shame?
I
The
have
NPCs
zero
identify monsters for you now?
shame. I will assist if
Can-
that is what you would like.
Is
or...
there like, can you have the elementals breed? Is that like half water, half stone elemental?
No, I don't think
Well, I have never been to the plane of water. However, there was... Well, in my younger years, before I met Jade, before we little Novacree was even a thought, I was on a little oceanic expedition. We went as far as Heavensport, not that far, but there were these things that sat on the rocks and looked not unlike that. And when we looked away, they would dive into the water and swim rapidly towards us and try to knock some of the sailors overboard and take them and eat them. They were called Copo something. Copo... Copoisins, I think. The captain knew what they were. I don't know much about them.
Okay.
So they're not stone.
No, they most certainly are.
So,
Like living rock.
Yes, exactly.
So should
Okay, so
we wait for
I'm-
them to leave, or
they probably aren't gonna do that until we leave.
Do they?
how
I feel like we shouldn't go near the edge whilst they're in sight of
Good idea.
us.
Good idea.
I do have a little spell prepared when we are ready to go that should enable us to slip away undetected.
that sounds great.
Are we?
Okay.
Do we not think that, seeing as they're this close, we're already detected?
Do we know how they hunt?
Yeah, they knock people off boats.
they drag you into the water and
Yeah.
eat them?
Do they smell? Do they smell? Do they see? Do they?
Oh,
We don't know.
I was gonna say you won't be able to smell them because they're rock, but that's
mean,
not what you
Well,
meant.
where do we want to? We want to go north,
Yeah,
right?
we need to figure out how to find the gem.
There's another.
Listen, the reason I thought that putting the gem in the skull was because it would maybe help us find the other gem, but
It didn't.
well, I haven't
Like, it
put it in the
didn't-
skull because you all told me not to. So
You also
right.
technically haven't finished identifying. the
nope.
gem.
I would love to. Can I do that?
That requires handling of it, though.
I
Should
mean,
I do that?
you were
I
holding
mean-
it for like an hour while we traveled.
to be
So-
fair, if it teleports us to the middle, it gets us away from those.
Can we maybe all hold hands while it, just in case?
I mean, we
don't
didn't
want to.
need to last time, but we.
Yeah,
I'm happy
it took all
to.
of us anyways.
Want to hold my hand?
Well, I can't hold
like
the gem
hand-holding.
and identify it and
but-
hold hands at the same time.
I
But
can
E3
put
can-
my hand on your shoulder.
If that, yeah, if that makes you all feel better, then yeah.
Does it make you feel better?
I don't. I think it
Does it make you feel worse? I can not do it.
Last time,
If
it doesn't make it. I'm neutral on the idea.
Okay.
Cora's looking
Hand
at
on the
Ithri
shoulder.
and like nodding in
Yeah,
approval.
hand on the shoulder.
Medora's just gonna offer a silent hand to Chenko, and then probably hold E3.
Would you want me to finish identifying this then?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll hold hands
How long will it
while you
take?
pick it up. About an hour.
Like an hour, probably the rest of the time that this hut is up.
So if it doesn't teleport us, and you're identifying it, while you're identifying, we need a plan.
Or if it does teleport us, we don't get a long rest. That's
Yeah, we do.
metagaming, but it's an 8-hour
Uh,
hut, right? Or is it
isn't-
longer?
Mm-hmm.
It's an 8-hour hut.
So we've only been resting for 7 hours.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. I'm not making
You
things
guys are
better.
sending
I'm
me
just
a lot of
complaining.
mixed signals right now. I'm gonna be
So-
honest.
We'll have time to finish to check it out, and it'll be fine. Let's go for it.
I mean, we
Go
can
ahead
always
and
just do that.
identify it.
We can always just do the hut again.
Yeah, I mean, can Medora preemptively?
No, not if we're gonna get
Ready.
teleported.
No, but if we don't get teleported,
Oh, I see.
She.
You gonna start ritual casting? Is that
I
what you're saying?
can start ritual, like get the circle ready, and if I cast another one, would they maybe see like a blink out and in, or can it layer if I ritual it just for this? When I mean, we're not gonna stay here, but
I mean, it's
I don't know what the allowance is
I
over
it's
game.
not
think-
concentration,
I
so
think. Is it not?
Nope.
Okay.
I just
it
have to
just
stay
lasts
in
for
it.
8 hours and then
It
that's
would
I-
be.
it. So if
I
you-
would say it would probably recast though, since it is attuned to the specific caster. That makes sense
I
to me. That
mean-
it would
right,
remove
so
the
it'd
one and
blink
create a
out
new
for
one.
a second and then create a new one.
They're just like,
It
huh,
would be
what was that?
simultaneous.
It's probably
Right,
nothing.
so there would be no like risk of us being exposed for a prolonged period of time. So
Correct.
I mean that's a good idea if you want to do that.
Yeah, I like over game. I don't want to meta game that, but if we're happy, that's what. But
yeah.
over game, just want to check first that I'm not breaking something.
I don't think so.
Not that you know of.
Hammer hat. Let's go. Like
See, I
forget
prefer
going
to
anywhere
just,
else.
I prefer to just do and then ask what happens. But yeah, if you want to check first, that's fine.
I over game want to check that I'm allowed to
We like
do
to
this.
do it and then figure out if we did it wrong later.
Yeah. It's just,
I
yeah.
don't
Don't
mind
worry,
the
it's
outcome,
on the
but it's
internet and everybody is
allowed?
always super forgiving when you do things incorrectly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the overgame is not the outcome. The overgame is, am I allowed to do this? Because if I'm allowed to try it and it breaks, that's on me.
Okay. Yeah, you can certainly try it.
Okay. So
So it'll take me an hour to identify this, so you take your time doing that ritual.
I mean, if you pick it up and we teleport, can I be ready?
Facts.
Can we finish the long rest? If I'm gonna tiny hut, can we finish the long rest first?
Sure.
Look,
yeah.
can we do that part? Do it that way.
You do you.
That's fine.
That's your
'cause-
tiny hut, and then I will identify. How about that?
So
Yeah,
I
we
just
can
realized
either way.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Eh?
I technically don't have a card individually for the gem.
Can you just copy the text specifically for the gem and DM it to
Copy
me?
it from the hard book that I have.
Oh, right.
Take a photo.
so.
I mean, we can do that on the break or something.
I do have options. I just wanted you to. Oh, wait. Got it. Sweet. It's actually
See,
on.
this is
I do
why
have it.
I wanted to put
elsewhere.
it in.
I did it already. I just
Oh,
put it in a
okay.
place I didn't expect to put it.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. But I'm still gonna probably do it out loud more than just give it as a card. It'll be part of the orbs text. It's all on the orb card.
Okay.
So.
In a new hut. Cool. We're good.
So you
We're
guys
good on the
can
hut
finish your
front.
extended rest. You can get your new spells and all of that.
Okay.
Now, what did you want to identify? if
the
any.
aquamarine gem.
Just the aquamarine? Okay, so there would be like this moment of tension as like you're reaching for it, like knowing you're about to touch it. You grab it. Nothing happens.
Because we're already here. Okay.
Literal
the
sigh of
alcohol.
relief. Just-
I will. Oh, I only have one hand. Never mind. I will not do that other thing. Never mind. I will just identify the gem.
Okay. You spend some time studying the gem. And you learn a few things about it. Number one, you discern that when it teleports people, it teleports all creatures within 50 feet. So that could get messy.
Uh-huh.
There is no saving throw. And it will always link to the same place on the water node.
Okay.
The gem always travels with its victims. You can't just pick like, I want to send them. It has to go with the teleport.
Okay.
Let me see. This occurs anytime the loose gem is touched. Anytime outside of this node. No
Okay.
matter if you're attuned, not attuned, accidentally brush it with a fingertip, whatever, it will always occur. And it doesn't even have to be whoever's holding it. If anyone at all touches it, that will trigger it.
Okay.
Also, when it is placed into its mounting on the orb, you know that it will gain additional abilities. That is not to replace, it is on top of. So it will
The
retain those abilities and
orb
get
gains additional abilities.
they
Or the
become
gem.
linked. The orb adds those abilities to it and gains additional abilities. But I would say in order to fully know what those abilities are, you'd have to be attuned to the orb.
Right. Okay.
But you know that
Do you
there
know
would
that
be
you
those
can-
abilities. You
do
know
you
that
know
it
that
would
you can
grant
place
some
it?
kind of spell casting. It would grant some kind of summoning. It would grant some kind of transportation abilities. It would grant some kind of protection abilities. And it would be required for the orb to utilize its full power.
Okay.
But you would also know that this would apply to all of the four
gems.
elemental gems.
Do I know?
Each would give a different protection, different spell, different summoning, and different travel.
Okay. Do I know if you have to be attuned to the orb to properly affix the gem?
No, you don't. But you do have to be attuned to the orb to use these powers.
The gem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. That is all.
Excellent.
I will relay, I think, all of that information. Yeah. I'll just say that if anybody touches the gem and you're not in here already, teleport everyone in a 50-foot radius.
Anything?
Anyone. Creatures.
So, like, if a shark was chasing us,
and it, well, not in
and we
here.
used it, right? But and it would.
Wow. Yeah.
If a fire
I'm
shark
assuming
was
that's the
chasing
same
us.
for all the other gems. So when we're grabbing a gem, we should make sure that we're not near things that we don't want coming with us, because you don't have any control over that.
Although
I
there,
missed a step.
Oh.
There's one more thing.
Okay.
Each gem would also grant a divination ability of some kind.
When it's on the orb?
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, with
I'll
this
just...
one, I would say that you're even able to discern, just based on it. I feel like it's kind of obvious. It would enable it would sense other gems.
Yes, I was right. Vindication.
But we have to put it on the thing to do that.
On the thing.
Yep, and
then
be
you have to
attuned
attune to the orb.
Yep.
So I'm gonna look around at this lovely group of people in front of me.
Yeah, we're all right here.
And I will just say that it, if you put it on the orb, it gives a lot of powers, including being able to find where another gem is. But
that would be handy.
You have to be attuned to it to know to use the powers. Which could be fine. We're in a...
Well,
I say fine as a very loose term, as in the room is definitely on fire around us, but it's fine.
Yeah, but when you attuned to it last time,
she knew exactly where we were. Yes.
Well, there's that, but it changed you.
Yeah.
Like, it had an effect on you.
I mean, it gave other powers, right?
Well, it also
Like it gave
made
me the ability to
you.
like read people's thoughts.
It also made you not want to unattune to it.
Yeah,
Well,
you were
that
pretty
was
mean.
partially because you guys were all yelling at me to do it, and I kind of hate
wasn't
being told what to
yelling.
do. So
I mean, I'm not telling you what to
I can
do.
confirm that does sound like Nova Cree.
Yeah.
sorry. That's my
No,
issues with
that's.
everyone telling me to do something that I don't want to do. So, but listen.
No, sorry, the laugh got me. It got
So
Ashley, not
I'm
Ithri.
just
So
maybe. Go ahead.
you were attuned and now you're not. Look, just
Oh,
catch me up a little.
yeah.
Oh.
When we first got to the temple, I so when I was given this artifact, I was told that it would be helpful in like taking down the temple. I misread the timing on that though. That one's on me. Personally, I didn't know how big the temple was. So when we first got here, we were in a tower and we were resting, and I thought I'll attune to the orb because it'll be helpful in taking it down. That was my thought process, word for word. and it did not go well.
When you attuned,
Mhm.
what was the
It took an hour to do, like all magic items, but it gave Zugmoy. She
That's the
knew
demon
exactly.
queen.
That's the demon queen that we're taking down, the fungus queen.
Medora's like, thanks.
It gave her. Well, I heard her and a man having a conversation. Come to think of it, does that man's voice sound like I use when we ran into him? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I heard her and Ayu's having a conversation as if I wasn't there. It was like,
Didn't you say they weren't like super friendly with each other?
no, they weren't. They seemed to be at odds, but I thought they
Yeah.
were. I don't know.
But they were working together.
Yeah, sort of. And then they knew where I was, so we had to run because sent
They
some
they
people
knew
after
where
us.
you were, or they knew how many everyone.
No, they only knew about me.
So
As far as I understood, they just knew about me, and that was it.
so if you attune again,
She'll likely I'll hear a conversation and
she'll
know
know
where we are.
you're here, but she doesn't know how many we are, and
No, I don't think it lets her see through my eyes or anything like that. That's
Maybe if we do decide to do that, somebody else should
but
do the thing.
if Nova does it again, they only know about Nova. They already know about
Yeah.
Nova.
that's true.
I prefer
But
Nova
Ayu
doing it.
sent us all here. I mean, they know.
Right. So
Yeah, but if
But
there are odds,
like,
they might not update each other.
kind of disregarded me anyways in that whole thing. He was very focused on
I
the rest of you. So
I
maybe he
don't
forgot.
want I don't want additional people in my head. If
Fair.
Nova wants to do it, I'm happy with that.
I'm used to voices in my head anyway, so
I just
not
worry
crazy.
about Nova doing it. Not because I worry that you can't. I just I don't know.
Don't
I'm
worry.
hard not to take it personally that no one wants me to do anything ever, but you guys are making it a little difficult.
Medora's
I-
voting for Nova in this, but she's actually just gonna give bardic inspiration to you in like a supportive move, even if you don't use it.
I think we're just being protective.
Thank you.
I feel like Nova should, if she's comfortable with it, do it because she's the most familiar. But I also think maybe we have a look round here first before we start attaching gems to skulls, just to see if we accidentally find another one.
Well, it took us a bit to find this one.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
So
we just give it a day, give it one attempt.
Uh,
We've only
I
really
think the
seen an
longer-
island of kelp.
Right. not to rush this, not that I'm keen to attune to this thing, because to be honest, it was a lot. But if we do, and we just find the gem, get out of here, find the next gem, get out of here, find the next gem, get out of here. Like, we won't waste time, and I don't know, like, we don't know what's happening back in the temple.
We've only been
know...
here, like, we haven't been here that long.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
Right, you were all
10
asleep
hours?
last night when this
Yeah.
happened. And I look over at Leono. We think time works differently here. Because it's been 7 months since I've been in it, that Leono has been missing. And I'm
Yeah.
like looking
Right.
at Leono, like,
It feels like about 15 days for me.
time works different.
Are you sure?
I think time moves
Leono-
slower here.
There's no sun. I mean,
Well, I do like to sleep a lot, so
I
it is
mean-
sometimes admittedly hard to tell.
there's a big difference between. It's not like that's a
15
big.
days and 7
That's-
months.
oh no.
Yeah, that's.
So I'm
Oh,
just worried
no.
that, like, we've been here for a couple days and it's already been a month.
Oh.
Well, it would be like 2.5 weeks, but
God, do you
Sure,
think
I'm
Byrne
bad at
is-
math.
Do you think Mr. Byrne is okay?
that's presuming it's linear. Maybe it's like.
Yeah.
Well, like
Like,
It
we
is
don't-
normal plane would be
possible that
this. and
each
then that
plane
would
has
go
a
hand in
different scaling of time. Or it could just be that the transportation from the material plane to the nodes is what takes up the time. Or that moving from one node to another takes more time.
Have you
So
only
we
ever been in
don't-
one node, Leone?
I stayed
Yeah.
in the air node.
Yeah, he didn't have a way out.
Okay,
Right.
I vote a tune.
I just am worried about the time, right?
The only thing is, if the time there is moving faster,
Yes.
if Nova attunes and we think they've had 1 day of pre-warning, they might actually have 2 years of pre-warning.
I don't think it's quite that drastic, but
But,
I
like-
think, like,
So
they've
they
already
have prep
had
time.
a couple weeks of prep time to, like, recover from us taking
Yeah.
down their forces. They could be ramping up for something, and we wouldn't know because we can't contact anyone outside of here.
And they currently probably assume we're dead.
they would,
Yes.
but they're still planning. Maybe that's a good distraction because they're still planning war on the continent,
Country.
country. I
Hey,
thought it
you
was
know-
bigger than that, but
Maybe also try talking to her. See if she's like, just
No.
be like, hey, this
Veto.
Ayus guy, he's not
Not
very
again.
cool.
Cora,
Maybe like
Cora,
we could
I
have
think
some
that's-
kind of
I think that's a
alliance.
no.
you have some good ideas sometimes, but your need to talk to otherworldly beings is a little concerning sometimes. I think you forget that they're so powerful that they can just crush us like that.
also it
Um,
didn't seem like either of them were up for
I
chatting.
don't think we should talk to Ayus.
No.
Definitely not.
Well, not Ayus,
Um,
just the Demon Queen Zugmoy.
So
no.
so
My
just-
plan
just
is to
the demon queen.
just a demon.
Just a
No
demon. No,
biggie.
not just a demon. Just
Demon
a demon
queen.
queen.
But yeah, but
Just
she's
the
a
Demon
queen.
Queen.
Surely there's something she wants. We can work something out.
Destruction by
I
the
don't
sound
think
of it.
she's gonna like that we're getting a hand on the thing that can be used to get rid of her.
I
from
don't know.
this.
Oh.
I'm just saying. I don't really know the lady, so talking might be a
Right.
good idea.
But
My
don't
priority is
we-
gonna be
Don't we already know that they know the stones are in the nodes and they couldn't get
they
them
just
out?
can't find them. Yeah, they couldn't
So-
get them out.
That's why they want the thing,
So-
right?
Yeah, but so
Here's
that means they can't find them in the. So maybe they can't connect in the while we're in the nodes.
Maybe not, or maybe they can only connect via the skull. I don't
Oh
know.
fuck!
My thing is to attune to it and spend as little time attuned to it as possible, right? Because the longer I'm attuned, the more time they have to prepare for us getting these gems and getting out of here. So if we do this quickly,
Yeah, but you're not gonna want to unattune like before, right?
I mean, I
What's
think
what's
so.
the protocol for the after?
Please don't slap me. That's all I'm asking.
I've never slapped you.
I will.
There was a lot of
not-
slapping last time I was under the influence of something, so.
I'm very sorry. I will find some other way.
Yeah,
I
maybe
mean,
just
I
a
could
There's
nice,
plenty of
gentle
water.
talking to instead
I
of
could
a whole
hug you.
ganging up.
like
Okay,
last
okay,
time.
okay. That wasn't.
Instead of a ganging up
Well,
on and a slapping. That doesn't seem to be an effective technique for me, personally.
I mean, I was able to talk. I sort of was able to talk you down last time, although I think it was more a group effort. So
In your head, you
hopefully-
hear it was you.
hopefully,
Don't tell the others. That's embarrassing.
Itu just starts smiling but carries on. Hopefully, as long as there's no as long as people, because last time there was a lot of drama around it, but this time it's all a team effort. So
Well,
hopefully
yeah, and this
we'll
time,
be able to talk you down again.
this time we know what to expect.
Yeah.
And it's a plan and not a surprise.
Yes,
so-
because we didn't know this was going to happen last time.
Yeah,
And I genuinely thought it was a good idea at the time. So I
Can-
just want to stress that again.
Can you, Nova, write yourself a note that you would know about that we would be able to use to persuade you to unattune, so that you know that it's your decision? I don't know if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Like, just a little. We don't need to know what it is. We can just say, "Hey, look at the thing," and it's a note from you to you saying, "Hey, do the thing."
Right. I could do that. Yeah. I'll just. Does anyone have any parchment? I don't think I have any paper on me. Oh, just kidding. Maybe I do. Okay, I
What-
plunge into the bag
Question:
of holding.
What happens to the scrolls once they're used? Does
They-
the
stay dissolved.
Disappear. I
the
think.
whole scroll, not
Yeah,
just like the
I
words
think
on
it's
it?
all consumed. I'm pretty sure.
I have ink.
Okay, I'll just like scrawl a quick note.
Can I bookmark here while the conversation carries on? I want to look for. I just want to keep an eye on the fish. I just
Oh,
want to
I have some.
bookmark
I have some
a
good
time
news.
point.
Yeah.
They're
About
not
the
there
fish.
anymore.
I messaged in the chat was like, guys, bookmark.
You
the
gotta
time
say
point.
that out loud.
she said it. She wasn't interrupting. She just tried.
I
to
didn't
interrupt.
see it. Yeah, they're
It's in the roll
they're
chat. How
gone.
you not see
Okay.
it?
Okay.
They've left. So that's great.
They left.
That's good. They're probably gonna sneak up on us later. But you know what? We'll be in and out so quick.
I mean, it was the whole if you aren't looking at them, they do stuff. And I was like, if we said something, look around, and Medora's like,
Fair.
fish. Okay,
Fish,
they're
fish,
gone.
fish.
We're good. Just checking.
Okay. So, attune to it
So
with
are
the
we
gem on
ready?
it.
right? No, put gem in first, then attune.
Put gem in, attune, and then immediately go to where the gem is here. And then do you just want to immediately, like, do you
Yeah, we
want to
should get 'em
carefully
as
pick up the
fast-
next one, or do you just want to, like,
I
put the gem on and go?
I think
You know what I'm saying?
I think as long as we're not in a rough state and need a rest, then
Just keep going. Just put the
Yeah.
next gem on and go. Put the next gem on and go. Is that what you're
Just a
saying?
note: in order to know the new powers that it has, you'd have to
We have to-
re-identify it
Right.
once
But
it's attuned.
Not putting it on the attuned orb would not let me see the powers of a new gem.
Never mind. You're right. You already did identify the gem
Okay,
as well.
I just wanted to clarify that.
My bad.
Also,
You know.
side,
all good, all good.
side question: if we put the new gem on, do you think it'll lead to the next gem?
I think so. Yeah.
So we should just be able to put it on and know where we're going.
Put it
We don't
on.
need to like
Go.
unattune.
No, I don't
Reattune,
think so.
mess
That's what I'm
around.
saying. We'll just
Also,
boom, boom, boom.
I think
depending
she's
on
got this.
We should prepare for the next place we're going. So if we can
We-
figure out where it's going to put us, because
Fire
fire is
Earth.
going to be different.
Probably
than...
can based on the color of the gem. I
Right.
have some vague ideas because this one is aquamarine and it took us to the water node. So I'm guessing like a red
So-
gem.
They
will
did a
probably take
nice
us to
I
color
would,
like
coded
I
scheme.
would think so.
Yeah,
I'm just,
I think
and
the
if we,
elemental planes like to be all color themed and
and
stuff.
if we
You
know
notice how
that,
everything...
maybe cast some spells that would help with the fire. I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be like. Probably
I
hot.
don't know if I have anything that's like a
I hope
protection
we
against
don't-
fire thing.
I hope
Really
we don't
good
run
luck.
into those same earth elementals.
If you prepare absorb elements, Nova Cree.
I do have that prepared. Yes.
And
Good call.
Oh.
I can try and
But that's a self
reactively.
one.
I can save to be able to reactively cast Tiny Hut. That when we go, it gives you a minute. Hopefully, we're somewhere sensible, but it gives you a minute to look around.
In a
for
bubble. That's
maybe.
smart. I like
It-
this.
If we're not mid-fight when it happens, but like
A good
if
point.
we land on something, they'll be in with us.
True.
But I can try and give you that, because if I save that, then you've got time to. We've got time to go. Plan. Maybe.
Can I give you like a code word, Nova Cree?
Like
Like if things are getting like really crazy, and like I need to snap you out of it, hopefully, can I give you like?
Here's the thing that
word.
I think you guys are misunderstanding is
No,
the
I
orb
don't-
didn't control my mind.
No, it was
Like,
more
I-
just like
It just was a lot of power, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I think it has a draw, a magical draw, but if you're aware of it, hopefully that'll be fine. Because you were able to
Yeah.
get to unattune last time. I don't think it's gonna be like
Yeah.
Doesn't
mind
power
control.
corrupt you and make you,
Absolutely.
you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, don't get corrupted, I guess.
Okay.
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 Okay. Oh,
Got
yeah,
it.
cool. Pinky promise.
2 thumbs up. Wait.
One
What?
thumb up.
1 thumb up.
Where'd that other hand come from?
So you guys doing this?
Yes.
Yeah. I will.
You're pushing the button?
Yes.
Can-
Do you need?
I was gonna say,
something
can we take a break soon? Because
I just needed
Okay.
a yes no on pushing the button. I was actually hoping you would just jump to break as soon as she said she pushed
Yeah.
the button.
Okay. Yeah.
All right,
pushing
chat.
the
We'll
button.
see you in a few minutes. We're gonna take a quick bio break.
Press the button. Yeah, we're back.
Welcome back, everybody. So,
Not be tricked.
as Nova takes out the skull, missing its lower jaw, empty and glaring, she fits the aquamarine into one of the slots on its crown and proceeds to focus on it, concentrating.
I just realized I need to unattune from something first.
Oh, yep. Go ahead and you can do that. What do you want to
What
tune
is
from?
Just aside, Day 3. Is she
Good,
put it in the
good
right place?
catch.
I don't know.
Is it in the right one? How do we?
That's what she said.
Is this
Since
how
she
it's
already
supposed to go, right?
she's gonna know where I am anyways. I'm just gonna unattune from the amulet of proof against detection and location.
And
I
as
regret
soon as
that
you
later.
Oh.
No.
No,
No.
wait.
No. What?
How is this possible? You all hear. And turning, you see
No.
Fuck.
bent, crooked old man. His face, hands gnarled, hair white, just on the sides, otherwise bald. The visage of a more normal-sized Ayuz, standing there on the shelf just outside of your hut, staring
I
with a very
hide the orb.
curious look. I mean, it's such a curious look he has on his face, though. No longer smug, not laughing, not.
Can
He
he
almost
see
looks
us?
like he's seeing you for the first time, and he's
You have
looking
this hut for 8
straight
hours.
through the opaque hut.
Can
Like
just
to him, it should be a wall, but he's staring.
just for
right
clarification,
at Nova.
this happened when she
When I
unattuned.
unattuned?
No, it would be the same time. Could be
Oh, okay.
unattuning,
Oh.
could be attuning.
Okay,
It's hard to
okay.
say.
Sorry, I thought it
Simultaneous.
was specifically the unattunement that did it.
Well,
Me
I
too.
think
Cool.
Cora would get up and get between them and just be in a fighting stance ready.
We're in the hut. We're in the hut. Well,
I know, but she's ready.
How came you by this orb?
wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, I would.
I
And
just
you
fucking
will
asked you.
Tell me, or you will regret it bitterly.
Have I to regret? You already killed my friend in front of me. 3 times, I might add. It's a little bit unnecessary.
I will educate you in all of the things you might regret, one by one, for an eon if I must.
Why does it matter to you how I came by the orb? I have it.
Your
It's mine
gear
now.
was stripped from you,
I
and
hid this
I did not find that orb.
because it wasn't stripped from me.
I suppose you think you're clever. And
No.
look at that. You've even gone and located the aquamarine for me. Give
For
me
you.
the orb, and I will reward you with the treasures of your wildest fantasies. Novacree of Tiger Hill.
Not that I want to interrupt this too much because it's kind of fun, but he clearly can't take it from you, otherwise he would have done. Should we get moving?
Yeah. Here's the thing. You don't know what my wildest fantasies are. So how could you give those to me?
Ooh.
So everything that you promise is a lie. Right. You don't know what I want. And if you did, you'd be dead. So I think I'll keep this orb. And you will leave.
Have a care, girl. I don't often give second chances.
I think I'm way past my second chance. So if I die, I die, right?
We
Can't
shall
take anything
see.
more from me.
And he's gone. Like a bad dream.
I shit my pants. I'm just kidding.
Let me just change my pants.
Medora's just gonna turn to you, just go
Anybody got a
steady on the
second
sass,
pair of
steady on the sass.
Cora's gonna sit
pants?
So,
non-voluntarily.
Well, so that was different than the voice in my head like last time.
you didn't hear the queen?
No.
I mean,
Weirdly.
he can't touch you here because otherwise we wouldn't have survived that.
Could he see us?
How did
Presumably.
how did he know?
You could at least see.
I know he could
Did
sense
he react
us.
to what Ithri said, or did he just stand there?
Hard to say.
Okay, I've no idea if he heard what I said, which
Oh.
is.
I'll allow, if you want, you can make an insight check.
Oh, fuck no, Ithri. I don't
Can
want
I
Ithri
do
to know.
that as
Mhm.
well?
Yeah, sure.
Is this to see whether he could see us, or
I will too.
Ooh.
Just to kind of
Because
tell if he
I-
could tell you were there or not.
I physically got in between them.
25.
Oh, fuck. And a
Oversold.
natural 20.
Not a natural 20.
Oh.
I got a natural 20.
Oh, hang on.
Oh,
Are you
shit.
kidding me?
Yeah, yeah.
No, you guys have got this. I can sit this
I
round
would
out.
say at this point, you guys, generally speaking, have the idea that, oh, he knew you were there. He just
Okay.
didn't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
Because
he
you
doesn't
weren't
want that
holding the
information.
orb.
He knew.
He's happy.
He
in
knew we
his-
were all here.
Oh? So he did hear me.
Okay, well, that was a little probably too much to say to him, but
I'm really glad that in that case that I was right, because if I wasn't,
Take a moment to appreciate the duality of Cora, the way you talk to godlike
Right?
entities
that
is
she
alarming.
wants to talk and be friends with them.
Is that what's
He came
better,
in here-
that or are you going, fuck you, I hate you, fuck
I mean, I
you"?
feel like even if he couldn't see us but only sense us, I think if you'd started flipping him off, he would. Just in the tiny hut of opaqueness, and he's like, I can see you.
I know you're there, by the way. Okay.
So can
do
you
we need a
sense where
minute?
it
Are we
is?
okay? How are you feeling?
I think we should get moving, right?
We're good?
Totally good.
Good.
We're
Totally
still
good.
here. Our objective hasn't changed. Let's do it.
Can you sense the gem?
That was going to be my question.
Okay, sorry.
No,
Yeah, with this new...
You take the orb and concentrate for a moment. It sort of feels like a pulse going out from you. And you can hear a little ding to the
Ding dong, bing bong.
southwest. Or, I'm sorry, to the west.
West.
To the west. There is
even
no
more
To
west.
the west. Mm-hmm.
We are west.
With the
I know.
westest west. How is it up? Sorry,
Nope.
I didn't hear the ping, so
Nope, it's at your level.
I look at Nova. Where is it?
It says it's here. I'll just like
What?
spin in a circle. You know when you're like really close to something and it's like pinging all around you?
It's like
Like it-
250-ish feet west, if that helps.
Are we like right here?
I will walk 200
my-
and as far as I can west then.
You can
there's
go
Hit the
like
wall.
20 feet
Cliff.
west before there's a wall.
It's not
Um,
pinging down underwater?
Do we, maybe
Guys-
this is like the other pillars. Maybe we can
This,
get around
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
maybe
not.
we can
Maybe
go
it's
around.
not the edge.
Okay.
Hey,
Uh,
let's do the water walking and let's walk around and see what we see, huh?
We're closer to the south. Should we
Does-
go south?
I love how we got
Mm-hmm.
we just lucked into the closest point we could have done. And if we hadn't have
does-
attuned, we'd have just gone somewhere else.
Yeah,
as
we
well.
would have gone somewhere else. Does focusing on this require my concentration or can I cast concentration spells?
Focusing on it does require concentration.
Is my concentration. Okay, just wanted to know. Okay, well I can ritual cast water walk, which is not concentration.
Should we travel to the edge first if it has a time limit?
It
You
lasts
said
an
we,
hour.
but we don't know how far we're gonna have to walk on water, and I'd rather have as much as
Well,
possible.
we're closest to the southern edge, right? So are we going that way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Presuming this
Yeah.
pillar is.
I think we can go, south and around. Just follow the wall, see if there's any
Mm.
openings.
You can't like stealthy cover us, couldn't you?
I can.
Are we all going to
So-
become stealthy like a cat?
Um,
Well, yes, but also no.
okay, I'll cast.
That's it.
I'll ritual cast water walk on us, and then I guess I'll just concentrate again on the ping of the gem and kind of lead the way,
Okay.
hoping.
Fun thing, by the way, as you guys leave the tiny hut,
Oh God.
the air still feels clean and clear to you.
Are you
It
doing
wasn't-
this?
Am I doing this? Who are you talking to?
Me?
Nova.
Oh.
I think probably at that point I'd have just patted you on.
I'm gonna think really hard and read this item card. Yes.
Told you you'd got this.
Yes. Comfortable existence in the corresponding element.
Freaking
Or
good
elemental plane.
job.
For all of us.
Yes, so.
Nice.
So.
Should have
That would be
attuned
nice.
sooner.
This is really expedited.
Medora is trying really hard to make sure that you feel like she believes in you right now. She's like, good job. And she's trying to be so genuine with it. She's like,
Oh
Is it
no,
one of those-
proud.
ritual casting. That's gonna make the bardic inspiration go away.
Okay. Well,
Mhm.
to not waste the bardic inspiration, then I'll just cast it.
I mean, we're also not going to get very far in 10 minutes, so...
I mean, you can cast it here. Give
Sure.
because this is
You should have like made an attack roll on I use or something.
I thought,
Right?
With the
I
1d8
thought at
help.
first
I-
I forgot that there was like a save for the orb, but then I remembered I don't need to make that
You
save
don't need to
anymore.
make that save, yeah.
So
That's fine.
I don't
What?
know what to use the inspiration on. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I mean, the inspiration was her believing in you. She didn't care whether you used it or not. She was just like, "You got this.
It
You
worked.
got this, babe."
It worked.
It was inspirational words, not actual inspiration.
Yeah. I guess we'll just walk.
Okay. You guys begin
Walk
to
on the
walk
water.
south.
This will be fun for everyone.
It's unusual. Like as you set foot on the water, the waves sort of calm around your group. It's easy for you to just kind of walk over the surface and like looking down. It's also probably a little terrifying to just look down and see water and an open stretch of tropical sea ahead of you. You see schools of colorful fish swimming by under you, going this way and that. You could almost enjoy it here now.
I feel like we're being lured into a false sense of security.
Or...
I mean,
I'll just hug the wall and continue to follow this around.
Outcropping? Okay.
Yeah.
The outcropping juts inward before becoming the obvious wall of the rest of the cave.
As in...
we can't.
We can't get that way?
That's just
no,
rock
I can't
wall.
get that way.
Yeah, we can't
wall.
see. Okay. Damn
So
it.
if maybe we should
Ithri's gonna look to see if there's any like shelves up higher that maybe, or
Okay.
like if the pillar
It's-
doesn't go all the way up to see if there's a way to get over, or...
It's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
pinging like directly.
Yeah, like northward of you.
Just
Make a
go
perception
straight.
check, E3.
So close and yet so far away.
I just like
I
walk
rolled like
into it.
Ithri,
I
10.
think it's a fake wall.
So I'll go
10?
touch the wall.
Looking up, it just
That's
looks
what
like
I
it
would
goes
be
all the way
doing.
to the
I would be, like,
ceiling. The
running my
wall
hands
is
on it.
solid,
It's solid.
cold. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I
Can't
choose
push
to
through it.
disbelieve.
Just runs at the wall.
This is
I
5th
think the
edition. You
wall
don't
is
have to
Oh,
do
sorry.
fake.
Okay, my bad.
All good. All good.
Oh, do you think maybe there's something we could go under and then up?
Can we see the wall? Like, go down
Yeah,
in the water?
we're
Oh
Does
yeah,
it
it goes
hit
into
floor?
into the water. Yeah.
Does it?
How
can
far
we,
down?
Can we see it join the floor? Maybe we just need to go
You
around.
probably
the other
can't
way.
see all the way to the sea floor here,
How about I?
but looking down, you do see that there is a dark shadow in the wall about 10 feet below the surface.
Good idea. Should we
I'll just awkwardly fall down.
swim down there and look?
Just
Like,
like belly flop.
Just like
Can Medora just, if we're going in the dark, can you make my rock necklace glowy
oh
again?
yeah, I cast light on it.
Just in case it
You
looks
guys
dark.
have visuals, or you have visibility now down in the depths. As you descend into the water,
Hold your breaths.
it's like a whole new world is open
Just
to
we
give
have
you.
me
water
water
breathing.
breathing.
I suck it in.
24 hours still.
Mm-hmm. Like you can see schools of fish going past you, clownfish, and that's the only tropical fish I know the name of. Lots of colorful
Sergeant
fish.
Majors
You
and
mean saltwater
parrotfish.
fish?
Um,
Is this
barracudas.
saltwater or freshwater?
And
Or is
then-
it brackish?
It's both, remember?
It's both.
You hear a long, drawn-out, slow rumble and you see
Nope.
something truly massive
Nope.
swim by, and like it stops.
Must go
One
faster.
giant reptilian eye looking at you. The creature itself. 1 second. The creature itself, sort of shaped like a turtle, but
A lion turtle.
like 60 feet from tip of nose to tip of tail.
Lion turtle.
And its shell is very spiky, almost kind of like a Bowser shell, funny enough.
Oh.
And it's got these
Yo.
long flippers, and
It's a
the eye
carbonara.
that's peering at you is intelligent. And then it
God.
kicks its flipper-like feet and just jets past you.
Ah, thank God I was gonna tell it we were friendly.
I think
Are you still concentrating?
Yes.
I think with that thing you're in
Doesn't take
charge here. So
concentration. Yeah,
didn't
maybe it's letting the things know that we're not outsiders, even though we are.
Unless there was a story, maybe, of giant.
Or there's a
Things
bigger
in
thing
the-
in this cave. Let's go. I swim into the cave.
It might not necessarily
Always a
be
bigger fish.
Yeah.
that wasn't a fish.
Okay. You swim through the tunnel until you can see that it sort of reaches a dead end, but looking up, there's no ceiling above you. And poking your head above the water reveals a large, damp cavern. The floor is covered with about 3 feet of swirling water and purple mist above that. On the west wall is a massive, shimmering, faceted purple crystal cyst that seems to pulse with an unnatural glow. The ceiling here is low, maybe only 15 feet above the floor, and oddly free of algae growth or stalactites. But the floor here, as mentioned, it is about 3 feet of water on the floor here once you move into the cavern proper.
Oh wow.
Did the turtle thing come in? This way?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it just kind of swam past.
Cyst.
This is its
Mhm.
house. Hey, sir.
Purple?
We're DoorDash, sorry.
What plane is purple?
And when I mean, it's massive.
What is my thing? Which direction? Now that we're like at the mouth of this cavern. Left, right, straight.
It's coming from the direction of that big purple cyst in the water below it.
Okay. I will
Whatever.
tap whoever's next to me.
Ow!
Sorry.
What?
Ow.
It's in the and I just be like, stay next to me. I'm very scared. And I'll just slowly walk over there.
I'll stay
Don't-
with her.
Don't go under the
Let's
cyst.
all stick together. Ithri chooses to be on top of the water rather than 3 feet in it, because we could do that, right? Just
Water
choose to
walk.
be. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it gives you the ability. Yeah.
Yeah, as you guys
I'll
start
do
moving
that as
toward the
well.
cyst, you suddenly just drop into the water.
Has it been
Like
an
your
hour?
water walk just
Has it been an hour already?
cut off. No, not even close.
I wasn't
is-
asking you, I was asking them.
Is the light on the stone necklace still on?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
on
the
her.
light I cast?
Mhm.
What just happened?
Ithri's going to walk back a bit and see if he
maybe-
can then stand on the water again.
No.
Maybe keep an eye out, just in case.
Is it?
And that purple mist is just sort of swirling about
Oh,
through this
good.
whole cave.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
you know, there's spells that can stop people doing spells.
I've heard of those.
Does
Yeah.
that work on things that you're concentrating on, or is it only when you cast it?
My understanding is it works on everything. Can't cast it anything that is cast stops working. But seeing as her necklace is still lit up, I think
That was my thinking.
I
Yeah.
can try and do what I did with the throne and put the dancing lights forward and see if they work.
I mean, I don't think we're getting out of this scot-free. So
No.
E3, does
No.
16 hit your armor class?
no.
Oh, okay.
I mean, what do you mean? Okay, do I notice anything?
Yeah. The water just sort of jets, like you see, almost like there's some current just moving toward you, and then suddenly blasts into you and past you, like destabilizing you for a minute, and then you're fine.
if we continue slowly walking towards where this is pinging.
A3 brings out his sword and goes, "Ball."
Nothing happens.
Did
Fuck.
we notice the current go past E3?
Oh yeah.
My sword
I'm
isn't
gonna
working.
grab E3.
Hey, that wasn't very nice. Stop it.
Medora, does 19 hit your armor class?
Wait.
Oh,
let me-
yeah.
I'm making
Oh,
a
yeah.
diplomacy check. Let me do this.
But I've just grabbed E3 as well.
All right. I will. In just a moment. I know you did. I know.
I grabbed it.
I know. Medora, as you
I'm
grab
Medora.
E3, you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as the water hits you, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I think we're inside of water.
That's a 9 + 6 for 15.
15. Okay. It knocks you backwards. You kind of stagger from the force of the blow striking you.
Can I3 make a opportunity attack, I guess, as a reaction to try and hit the water? I don't think it's going to stop whatever's happening. It's more of like a, can I attack something and do damage?
So you just want to attack like the water current that just hit
as
Medora?
if it was a creature that came past and not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
want to swipe at it and see if I can. I'm going to do it recklessly because it's water, you know. Wait, can I reckless a reaction?
Wait. E3.
Wait.
No, you can't. Unfortunately.
There's no waiting. It is already.
Yeah, and Cora, you
I'm
can
saying
go ahead
this
and
as you're going.
as soon as this roll.
24
so, yeah,
to hit some water.
As this happened, E3 just swung his hammer into the water, and it just splash. Everything is still for a moment. And Cora, what were you saying?
Said, hey, let's all be calm. We don't need to fight. And stop that. That was very mean. I got a 5.
Okay.
5. That's so bad. Ithri's just going to continue
She
hitting
said
the
it
water.
so nicely, and then she was like,
yeah, like everyone just
I got a
pauses,
5.
looks at Cora, then
I got a
back to
5
what
though.
they're doing.
Ithri's just swinging wildly at water at all times until
I'm-
someone says something else.
Am I?
This
I was
water
just
is-
pushed back.
Yeah, like not mechanically speaking, it was like it just blasted into you, hence the 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
But I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still hanging
No,
on to
no,
Ithria.
you're still
Okay.
there. Yeah.
I'm hanging on to Ithria. Okay.
Can I? Oh,
Yeah.
this is big. Can I cast control water?
Where?
Well, I have a few different options here. So,
You gotta pick one.
is the water, it's just in here, covering
Mhm.
the
The
floor
entire
about 3
cavern
feet.
is filled. Yep.
And this is a big cavern because those are
Quite.
50-foot squares.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use control water so I can choose a cube up to 100 feet, 100-foot cube, and I will just part the water where we all are all standing. So
Where
it
you're
will-
standing.
Yes. So that we're not in the
Oh.
water anymore, if that makes sense. And I know this is a water spell, so I'm hoping that it is exacerbated, like things were in the
So-
last node.
Do me a favor and make an Arcana check. I know you do.
I'm so good at them. A 10.
Okay. So I have good news and bad news then. It was a
Okay.
DC 10, so that's there is good
that's
news.
good.
I'm going to give you the
Good.
bad news first. The bad news is
Great.
your spell has no effect at all.
This isn't water.
Because this
The good
isn't
news
actually
is-
water.
Well, It is water, but a memory strikes you from the air node of creatures called Gru that completely negated wind-based magic around them.
Shoot.
And it occurs to you, this isn't water, this isn't a hazard. There are some kind of aquatic Gru here. They're killing our water magic. And I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative.
Was that spell
Heck
slot
yeah.
used?
Unfortunately, it was.
R.I.P.
Sorry.
Rest in peace, 4th level spell.
Can you guys all see your...
Hey!
You should be able to see your tokens.
Yes, I got a good initiative for once.
Natural 20. Not the best place to use it, but I'll take it.
Shoot, I didn't heal myself. Oops.
I genuinely had a
natural
moment
20.
there. In that light, those tokens look like weird mole rat type things.
I mean,
that's
that's
what
not
they
too
are.
far off, to be honest.
This is what I get for forgetting about the Gru that we encountered 2 weeks ago. I prepared water spells.
Smart.
I mean,
It's alright.
Yep.
I prepared hammer.
You prepared
gonna work.
fire sword.
yeah, yep. I can post a picture on Discord. I cannot actually share it on stream. So if you guys want to know what you're looking at,
You mean they're not just formless
Ah!
blobs of
What
water?
the fuck?
they're just in the water, completely indistinguishable from water when they're in water.
I mean, I
It
feel
looks
like
like what lives in our
Looks like
toilets.
a brain. What?
there's something wrong
Yeah,
with your
can
brain.
you see it living in the
Who
toilet?
lives in your toilet?
It
Sounds like you need to
those
call a
Fucked up
plumber.
shit.
Those commercials for bleach that have like the little animated germs. That's what it looks like.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
appreciate the 4 chicken feet it appears to have.
Yeah, that is also
the chat,
a thing.
the chat could
How
have
did-
no idea whether we're making this up or not, but it's like, yeah, it's got 4 chicken feet, couple of tendrils, nailed it.
Why has it got a
And it lives in a
sail
loo.
Did
They're
everybody
like
update?
little
and cannon?
elephant trucks.
Mine is updated.
does-
I don't know what
yeah.
Junko's is. Did you?
Yeah.
I
offer her?
updated. I got Junko's.
Also,
okay.
have you
Yes.
healed Leon? Not that they're a combat.
Oh yeah,
but
Leono
earlier they
and
hadn't.
Junko would be back. Everyone should be at full health.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
except me.
Oh, because you took 8 damage. Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
But all of you have updated your initiatives.
Yes. Yes.
Is Leono's health as well?
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
getting there.
Ah, fine. Nice. Lovely green circles. Should we keep it that way?
Not for
You
long.
know it.
It's a good thing I tuned to the orb, so I don't have just water spells.
Do you want our tokens on the shelf outside for health tracking?
That is a
Um,
smart idea.
What?
If we move our tokens to
Oh,
the shelf,
I mean, you can
or
do that.
on
That's
screen,
fine.
then
Here,
we
I
can-
got it. I'll okay.
Goodbye.
Once y'all just
Bye.
highlight them all. Okay.
We're outside and inside.
Okay. Shouldn't there be like combat music playing or something?
It's very calming.
I only
Silent.
hear like a splooshy water.
It's honestly, it's kind
There
of
we go.
creepy, and I sort of like it for this.
It's almost creepier that there's just the wave
Yeah,
sounds.
because we're fighting just water stuff. It's sort
I
of...
mean, yeah. Thus far, you can't see them, and technically, only Nova understands at present what's happening. I will allow free action communication if you wish.
Yeah, I will just say, did we learn the name of those in character last?
You did learn
last node?
the subset of them is called Gru. You don't know what the specific type
Okay.
of Gru
We-
would be, just that it's probably a
we-
water Gru.
Yeah, we
I
learned
will
that
just-
there were like elemental devils.
Mhm.
Something like that. I will say that
Go ahead.
I will say I'm so bad with concise words. I'll just say this is like the things in around the last gem in the last node, except for water.
Okay.
What about the ooze? The cis thing.
I don't know yet.
Is that
I don't know what
related?
that is. I don't know.
Is that the mothership?
E3, what do you do?
Hive mind.
Rah! I'm gonna rage. I'll
Ooh,
press the.
I added a
Because
new
of
one to
course I
your-
am. You added new. Oh, exciting.
To your
What?
I don't think we've gotten this one before.
I presume I'm within, like, within range of them. They're not miles away, seeing as they're attacking us, right? Uh-oh, what is it?
Oh,
You don't know where
God.
they are. So E3's muscles swell as he grows into an Adonis, bursting out of his gear.
A what?
All of your clothing and armor
Adonis.
burst from your body, and you lose any armor or magic bonuses.
I'm not
You
wearing
gain
armor.
a +4 bonus to all strength-based rolls, including damage, and your size increases by 1 category. This lasts until your rage ends, at which point your gear mends itself and may be put back on.
So he's
What's
naked.
an Adonis? What is
There's
He
a-
literally
In Discord.
just
Adonis is
Discord.
like
The
buff.
most beautiful.
The most
man.
beautiful-
you know those Greek
It's a Greek.
statues.
It's a Greek god, right? Adonis.
Yeah. Yup.
He was
Oh.
he was an
Google it.
Aphrodite.
There's
lover.
definitely
It's
some.
in
crap.
Cora
Discord.
sees this like, also nose
Yeah.
bleeding.
Hanging free
Yep.
and
He
large
literally
as
just
well. So like,
explodes out of his armor into this giant, hulking, sexy man.
Sexy
giant
man.
hulking sexy man.
With a beautiful beard.
But I
Yup.
can't
Oh, yeah.
see them, so I've raged.
I would love to see art of this.
Yeah, me too.
I'm assuming I let go. I'm
Does
just
he look
holding
like
on
muscles.
E3 at all?
Yes, but like if you took E3's head and put it on, have you seen the pictures of like sexy Magikarp cosplay?
No.
Like the guy, it's like a guy
Oh,
in
yeah,
a
who's
speedo
like-
with like rippling muscles and like.
What are you guys doing on the
Magic,
internet?
yeah. You guys need some firewalls or something.
Looking
I
at
don't
stuff.
know. So.
He looks like a
Ithri-
male model.
Okay.
Wow.
Am I
But
still
with
holding his
normal
muscles?
Ithri's head.
Like still
Yup.
holding on? Like
Yeah, but he grew a
I mean,
size, so
also
now
I'm
you're like
naked
holding
Your
right
his
now,
hand
fly
so-
or
goes out.
something.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Careful what you grab onto.
Put
Yeah.
some clothes on this man.
you're
So.
hot, but not in a good way.
Aw.
Nice callback. So, how much of my does my gear is my gear the same size? As in my weapons, because my clothes came off and ripped.
Your weapons are whatever you were holding is still
Okay.
good.
So I've got a shield and a. Okay, but I can't
Hold
see
that
them.
shield strategically.
Yep.
Yeah, but you guys are behind me, so you're not getting any
in
benefit from
front
this
of you.
shield. Oh, okay. Ithri's going
I'm-
to. I don't want to do that. Or do I?
Does E3 express any surprise or anything that?
At this
About-
point, he's just
so,
like,
Ithri hasn't noticed. He's like just embracing the size and the strength. Probably hasn't noticed the consequences. So he's just running forward, and he's going to just swipe the water twice whilst running forward, because he doesn't know where these things are. And I'm hoping that
Okay.
accounts
I
as
let go.
attacking and that thing.
Yeah, I would say you can attack with disadvantage. You have
Okay.
a chance, maybe you'll hit something.
Okay. And I'm not going to reckless this because. Why would I? So I'm using the Warhammer because the flame sword didn't flame.
It didn't?
I rolled a
It did not.
14 for the first hit.
14 is not. You whiff completely. Nothing but water.
So still running, trudging through water, presuming that I've just not got to them yet. Gonna do the same
Okay.
again.
Trying again.
Yeah. 20 to hit.
You hit something.
Okay.
hey.
And I get a +4 to this, right?
You do. Is this a magic warhammer, by the way?
It's a +2, yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
I've rolled just like garbage, so that is 13 Warhammer damage.
All right. You definitely feel something get struck.
There's one here. There's no obvious like it moving in the water, or
I mean, for a moment, it seems like there's a clear membranous thing in the water that's sort of knocked around, almost like a bubble, but it quickly becomes indistinguishable from water again.
cool. That's my game.
It's effectively invisible.
Yeah, yeah. I was more talking about the moment. I didn't know if it was like
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I would say you have its position down at the moment. You
As
know
long
it's
as it
there,
doesn't move.
which is unfortunate because now it's going to move.
Hi.
It is going to provoke from you.
I was
going to
say,
move.
do I see it move? If it does, I will.
Actually, you know what? They're smart. It's going to disengage.
Cool.
While the other 4 are all going to attack you.
Nice.
Now, you were using your thing, so these would actually have advantage.
No, I wasn't reckless.
But you can't see them.
Yeah. That's why I rolled
which
with
also gives them
disadvantage.
advantage.
Oh,
That
I
also gives
see.
them advantage.
Okay, yeah.
So,
That is fair.
keep that one. I rolled it without advantage already, but 18, does that hit you?
Nope.
Okay, the rest will have advantage. Does 12 doesn't hit you?
Nope.
13 doesn't hit you.
No.
15 doesn't hit you. Okay, that's good.
It's
So,
all just bouncing off
streams
off
of
the
water
shield.
are just blasting into you from all over, but none of them strong enough to really impact you.
Just gonna rah at the water because I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those annoying fights, I think. Medora.
Medora is how close?
You don't know. You can't see the targets.
How far am I from E3 now?
Oh,
How
from
far did
E3,
you
I
run?
would say you're like within 20 feet of E3. Oh no, you were adjacent to him, so you're right next. You're adjacent.
Well, I did trudge forward. I presume it was at half speed.
Yes.
So
this is
I'm
difficult terrain.
15 feet in front of you,
Okay.
effectively.
So yeah, there you go.
Okay. So, if she's kind of watching him go, does the water move in any particular way around him that kind of suggests something moving?
So you can use an action to make a perception check and try to spot something.
I mean,
Which
I
is
literally
exactly
whacked
what
it
that would
and
be.
said there's one here.
Okay.
But
she's-
then it did move.
But the water around him looks like it's moving differently from the water that's kind of further away.
Not so much anymore. Like you would have seen the little currents, the ranged attacks come launching toward him and hitting him, bouncing off, but hitting him. But it's very clear there's nothing adjacent to him immediately. In other words, it's not there is no obvious clue where they are. It would require a perception or a shot in the dark at this point. Unless you've got a trick up your sleeve.
I do if you want to delay your turn.
Technically, delaying is not.
Oh,
in
that's
fifth
not
edition.
a 5e thing?
So,
No, though it is. It has been announced it's going to be in the new edition as a feat.
As a feat. Oh, that's interesting.
Well, playtest, right?
You can ready an action though.
So if
she'd
you do, use your
actually,
movement and bonus action first.
she would like to. She would like to try and cast dancing lights into the water and try and push them like into the area, hoping that they'll kind of be not creating any kind of form, but you know how light through water changes as it goes through different mediums?
Mm-hmm.
So she's just gonna put all 4 around E3 so that if there's like weird membrane light changes.
Okay. So here's what I will do then. I will say that any of them that moves adjacent to E3 or that is adjacent to E3 at any point will lose its invisibility benefits while it's adjacent to him. Does that seem fair?
Nice.
Okay.
Can the lights attach to things, or do they float?
They float.
Yeah, okay. So
No.
so they're around
It's the
all
light
4 around
spell that
E3.
attaches to stuff.
Mhm.
And then she is going to probably move back a bit. Sorry, E3. But not
Fair.
loads. Just like 5
Okay.
foot. Take a step
Sure.
back and unusually draw a weapon and go for the staff of striking is in her hands now.
Okay. You get out your staff, kind of looking about. Like this would be very disconcerting because
RGB
unseen
stuff.
enemies.
With probably the RGB end in the water for the same effect.
Fair. Nova.
It's my turn. I am going to cast Fairy Fire, which is a 20-foot cube. So,
Interesting.
I will cast it around E3, I
Well,
guess?
I best get reckless.
Okay.
I'm so glad I stepped back.
Oh, it's yeah.
And
you
it,
wouldn't be in
it just is a dex saving throw, or they get outlined.
And you said it's a
By light.
20-foot cube?
20-foot cube, yes.
That's actually going to be within... That's going to get all 5 of them.
Yes. So, yeah, dex 14s.
Oops, that shouldn't be with advantage, so it'd only be the left number on these.
Can I see this happening? No, I'm probably facing away.
I'm behind you now,
Yeah.
because you moved up, but that's up to you.
No, I don't think I can.
All that's going to happen is
Okay,
you're
so
just
3 of them.
outlined in light,
yeah,
and they can
yeah.
see you, so...
It
Yep.
gets me. I am verified.
Not that that's going to have any effect on you, though.
Well,
So at this
Uh,
point, only 2 of them remain hidden.
So, yeah, they are outlined in light, and
And
for up
that sticks to them, I believe.
Yes, and it sticks on them, and they shed dim light for a 10-foot radius, and any attack roll against them has advantage if you can see them.
so
And they can't benefit from being invisible.
So Ithri is
You're
now
welcome.
a glowing Adonis.
Yep. You're
Yeah,
and
sorry,
perfectly
E3.
highlighted.
I'm trying not to look at it, but
Sorry.
you're making it really hard.
Well, so
pun
are
in- no
3
pun
out of
intended.
5 of the things.
Show off.
I just really wanted to accent hit. No, just kidding. And then
I need to
Muscle
see this
contours.
properly.
And then I will move. I'm gonna go towards the wall where the gem was pinging. It's
Toward the cyst.
Yeah, it's difficult
right,
terrain,
I would
right? So only
say-
15 feet.
So because you're accounting for that, you won't be able to get there this turn. But if
That's
you move the full 15 feet next turn, you can get there.
I'm right there. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll
Can
do that
you
then.
just ping on the map where the cyst is?
I imagine like right in the center of the wall over here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I'll do that. I'll go next to it.
Okay. And now that they're highlit, the rest of you can see these horrible grue monsters are like bulbous amoeba floating in the water, but with 4 to 6 chicken legs. Each one has a different number of legs. And the legs
What the fuck?
themselves, the whole body, all of it, is intangible. It is clear and fluid. And you can see that there's like little spouts on them, little tubes, almost like pipes that jet water out of them. Cora.
Nova, want me to get the gem like last time?
Well, I didn't want to pick it up and take these guys with
that-
us.
Bag. Like before.
Whichever. If you think you can hit them, then hit them. But if not, I was just gonna like grab it with some, like wrap the bag around it, throw it in there.
Am I adjacent to anyone?
You tell me. I don't know where you would have been when you were moving.
Oh, I was right next to Nova.
Okay. So then Nova has moved 15 feet away from you, but
So I'm 15 feet in front, and I'm in between some of them.
yep.
Not,
Okay,
The way
I'll
I
just-
figure theater of the mind, like the
Yeah.
specific positioning isn't so important. Just know that you're away from E3, a little bit away from Medora, and away from Nova.
I just want
So
to
you'd be
make sure I
next to
can
Junko.
get up to there in one
And Leona.
movement. So
With your movement? Yeah.
I get, if it's half movement, it's 20 feet. So I'll skedaddle on up there and I'll just try punching them and see what happens.
Okay, going for with the closest of the revealed grue.
Just kidding. I'm gonna pull out the quarterstaff and use that.
Oh, okay.
Smart.
13 to hit.
Ooh.
Is that with all the correct bonuses?
Yes.
It has the item in there now. I see it.
Oh, yeah, it does. That does not hit, though.
Dang.
Second attack. 23 to hit.
That will hit. Like, you go in for one of these high-lit grew. It sort of contorts around the staff, but then you bring the other end around, slamming into it from the top. What's
She
your
is
damage?
using it two-handed. 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay.
It would be bludgeoning, but it's magical as well. So.
Mm-hmm. Noted. I remembered.
And then here comes my bonus action. I put the quarterstaff in one hand and then I use my unarmed strike.
Okay, well, remember, you can use elbows, knees, feet, whatever. Head.
Oh, well, okay. No, I'm not too.
No.
Maybe
Oh.
I just fall over.
Yeah, I mean, well, to be fair, you're trying, like, getting mobility in 3 feet of water, not so easy.
Yeah.
And these
That's
things are
it.
surprisingly nimble. Okay. Junko,
Wait, how effective was it? Still pretty effective.
you
They
missed
were-
completely.
The second hit.
Oh, the staff seemed just
Yeah.
fine. It did just
Okay.
fine. Junko doesn't have any magic weapons, correct?
She has
let me
one.
look.
She has a
She
silver
has a
weapon. I don't know
katana.
if that's
That's not
matters.
magic.
The katana's not magic. It's green.
It has to specifically be a +1 or higher
see.
weapon to be
Well,
magic.
she renamed it, so that's why.
You're
it's
killing me,
green.
Ava.
But it's so +1s are listed as green, I think.
Okay, so
The
it's probably a
+2s
magic
are blue
katana.
and +3s
The
are
katana at the
purple
bottom
or
of the
something like that.
description does say you have a +1 bonus to attack with this magic
Okay.
weapon.
Yeah,
There you go.
Perfect. That's it then. Well, I guess she's gonna go for the katana.
+5 to hit.
And she's gonna go for the one that Cora is fighting, since that means sneak attack.
Also,
Someone want to go ahead and
if
roll
they're
those?
fairy fire. As
me too.
Yeah, sure. Here.
Oh right, fairy fire gives advantage to hit. Hold on, don't do that yet,
does.
because Cora, you would have had advantage on all of your attacks.
That's true.
Here's let me it might have been a nat 20, so here's another roll for the first attack.
Okay, that would have hit
21.
instead of missed, so roll damage for it.
Here's damage. 10 damage.
10 more. Ow.
And then the
Okay.
unarmed strike.
Nice.
No, not yet. Now the second one, the one that might have been a
Oh,
crit.
that was my unarmed strike. Sorry, let me go back to the
The
other
unarmed
one.
strike hit, roll damage.
Okay, here's the other thing.
Not a crit,
Okay, here's
but
the
so,
unarmed strike damage.
yeah, so all 3 of them hit.
3.
Nice.
And the unarmed strike, it feels cold and slimy
Ew.
and kind of gross to the touch.
Still magical though, so it still does full damage.
I
yeah?
know. Oh yeah.
No, I'm asking.
I'm
Okay.
telling you. Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Now the
Okay, well,
katana
that-
with advantage.
Now she's gonna move up and attack with advantage. What's her attack bonus with that?
+5.
For a total of 10, which is not going to hit.
Junko. Even with advantage.
Bonus action, because any hit is still a hit. She's gonna use the the non-magic wakizashi and see how it does.
+6 to hit for that.
I mean, she still gets sneak attack,
With a-
right?
With advantage and a +6 to hit, 10.
What? Okay.
Well,
I'm glad
Ava's
she's
not missing anything,
yeah,
I
I'm glad
guess.
she's not here to be disappointed.
I'm sorry, Ava. Leono. It's kind of tough for Leono because all of their stuff was really not helpful here. Oh wait, does this work? Target is.
Does he have enlarge? Because that would be hilarious.
To enlarge you.
Yeah, just like a 30-foot A3 Adonis.
They have basically nothing right now that
Okay.
will help in this situation.
Fair.
I guess they are going to ready. They're going to ready to move towards anyone who looks like they get injured badly enough to warrant magical healing.
Nice.
E3.
E3. So, to clarify, there's 3 fairy-fired things next to me. Is there one that I
Yes.
can see because of Medora's lights that isn't fairy-fired? Or have they moved away?
None of them have moved adjacent to you. So Medora's lights are not revealing any of them.
Okay, that's fair. I am just going to go to the nearest one of the 3 that are fairy-fired and whack them a couple of times.
Okay.
I have advantage, so I'm not going to reckless. Does a 28 hit?
Well, yes. Yes, it will.
Okay, that is good.
Oh, what's that like?
So that's 18 damage in the first swipe.
I'm playing barbarian.
Funny enough, you've really got this one's number. It's the same one that you'd already hit.
Okay, I'm now getting the hang of hitting these things. So, same again. I rolled the same again.
You aren't kidding.
28 to hit.
Same again, yeah.
And I think with the second hit, so Ithri's like slams down with the first one, and then with the second one, just for flavour, Ithri chucks it up in the air and then takes a swing.
Oh.
For 15 damage. Or
So it pops like a water balloon, just sending foul, pungent fluid over you into the water. It's oily. It smells like rotten eggs, and you're
That's
just
the
like
chicken
it's
bit.
in your beard. It's running
Oh,
down your
snap.
currently supple, chiseled muscles.
So I'm now fairy-fired and oiled.
Jim
And
Boy's
oil.
oil up.
Oiled
Yup.
up,
Yep.
glowing, oiled, hot.
Nice.
Ithri, I can only take so much, please.
Ether, you're distracting the party.
I apologize, I guess. And I can't do anything as a bonus because that is the end of my turn.
Okay. So, all 4 of them are going to take shots at E3.
Is my
2
AC
of them have advantage.
is my AC reduced? They all have advantage because I'm fairy-fired.
Oh, right.
Is my AC reduced because of enlarge or?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
It's made up for by like a natural armor because you're,
Beefy.
chiseled stone-like muscles. That's a critical hit.
That is a critical hit. That one will hit.
You're going to need to make a dexterity save on that one.
I will make a dexterity save. Do I see this coming because it's fairy-fired? Is that a fairy-fired one? I have advantage on dex saves I can see.
That one would be, yes.
Okay.
That would be from a fairy fired one. The
I
second
roll-
one, unfortunately, I rolled another critical hit. That is not from a fairy fired one.
Okay, so I rolled a 19 for the
need a
dex
brave
save on the
cleric.
first one.
Uh-huh.
I rolled an 18 for the
Okay,
dex save on
that's
the
good.
second one.
So the damage is the same. With the second one, you take another 22 points of damage. It's bludgeoning, so, it's halved.
So
Total of 22 so far.
total of
And
total
then 17 to hit. Not going to hit you.
no, sorry, total of 22 then halved or total of 22 in
Well, you
total?
took 22 twice.
Okay,
Since it's being halved, it
Yeah,
would
yeah, that's
just
cool.
be 22. And then all of them are going to jet in opposite directions, in 3 different directions. Each of them is going to go about 90 feet away.
I will
Provoking?
opportunity attack.
Well, these were
if
ranged
I-
attacks.
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
you're large though. You
yeah,
are.
I'm large. I've got reach.
You got
I
that
guess.
range. Shit. Okay, you do get an opportunity attack.
Nice.
Don't I as well? Because I was right next to him.
Yes, yes, you do, Cora
And Junko?
and Junko. Oh, Junko.
She's got this advantage.
I will. Yes,
Oh,
I will
shoot.
do it
God,
against
ask.
one of the fairy
Total
fire
of
ones.
11.
You're getting better.
Joking.
That's a natural 20 for 29.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll take care of that.
Does the +4 get doubled on
That's-
this as well?
No.
So that's
Two
only
natural
23 then
20s.
for that one.
Ow. Okay.
I mean,
Cora got a natural 20 as well.
I just return. Nice.
Cora!
Nice.
Oh my lord. Okay.
Picking
Oh my
up
god,
for
the crits are
Junko.
real coming out. That was 4 crits in
Yeah.
the last like 6 attacks.
That's all of ours for the next
I need damage.
year of.
Medora
Fall
and Nova
damage
just
for
gonna be
me.
like, nah.
Well, Junko didn't
Listen,
get a crit. Junko
I
got
roll
an
like
11.
shit, so.
I think Junko is taking all of
Dash,
our
I need
bad
damage.
luck, and I'm
12.
into it.
12? Oh. Okay. Yeah. So all 4 of them launch away 90 feet.
90 feet. Jesus.
Actually, they're not going to go the full 90. Each of them's going to go 50 feet. Medora.
Did the water current with them so we saw which kind of general direction they went?
There's still 2 of them are still.
2 of them are
fairy
still fairy fired. The other 2, I would say no, they're
Okay.
lost.
I think I'm gonna go towards Nova and try and step up next to her, just because obviously if something screws up and you happen to brush the crystal, I want to be ready
Yeah,
with
it's
Tiny
a smart
Hut.
move. You should be within 50 feet of me.
I think I'm
60,
within
yeah.
that, but I just want to make sure that if you get teleported, I can Tiny Hut you.
I don't know
And-
if I am.
You are at present.
Okay.
Everyone is within
I'm only
50
15
or
feet away.
within 60 feet of Nova. As long as you don't get too crazy, you're good.
I would like to move next to Nova. I would like to just double checking whether I can do this or not.
Why would you double check? Just do it and see what happens.
I'm just checking I can use Bardic Inspiration. So yeah, I
okay.
can do it again to the same person.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So what I want to do is, I'm like, you've got this. Just don't go till we're ready. Yep, you getting Bardic Inspiration again. She's like,
Oh
I
my
believe in
God.
you today, please.
Okay.
And then, because she's not actually now going to attack, she's just holding the RGB staff for funsies. She's actually just going to use prestidigitation to make the air around A3 smell a bit nicer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's nice because that whatever these things are made
just
out of
in
is
case.
foul.
Yeah, just in case E3 is starting to be like, I'm feeling sick. She's just
I mean,
gonna.
hey, if he's gonna look like that, he might as well smell nice, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
she's ready next to Nova in case she has to try and cast Tiny Hut in a hurry.
You know what's funny is if bards tell this story later, no one's gonna believe them. Because this sounds like bard bullshit, doesn't it? He burst from his armor. Like that's
Yeah, he tried
It's
to
so
look good,
true.
and I was just not into it.
no one's gonna believe it.
He's stank.
Nova.
Okay. Did any of them go over to by the wall where I'm trying to go?
Actually, no. They made sure to be 50 feet from any of you.
Weird thing to do. But I will just move 15 feet to the rest of the way to the wall,
Okay.
and then there's none near me, so I
Correct.
can't do. I'm just gonna I'm gonna yell out to everyone to get within
Everyone is.
50 feet of me. Are we?
Everybody is, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if they can get closer, just in
they've
case we have the tiny hut, that's only a 10 foot. So ideally, maybe
I mean,
cozy up.
I will note, Nova, looking into the water, you don't necessarily see what your prize is.
Oh,
You
okay.
see a skeleton in the water at the base of the purple cyst,
Another one.
completely unadorned.
The last one
But-
was adorned, right?
It
The
was.
last
had a
one was
robe,
wearing
yeah.
stuff.
this skeleton
And
is
stuff.
holding something. One of its bony hands is clenched tight.
I'd like to use my action to search. I'll use the search action
Oh shit!
To look around for the thing, for what I'm trying to find.
That's
for the
an
gem.
action.
Because the last one was hidden on the side, right?
So this would be
I
an
will
investigation
use a search
check.
action.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, dice. I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration as well.
Okay.
So a D8, correct?
Get inspired.
Come on. Ooh, 20. That is a
Nice.
dirty 20 investigation.
Okay, like you're searching about, and you can see that there's other weapons, other skeletons scattered here and there across the water in this cavern. And it hits you. You look back at the skeleton at the base of the cyst, at the clenched hand.
Uh-huh.
And when you try to get it open, one of the fingers breaks right off, and you can make out an orangish gem locked in its hand, or maybe like a carnelian.
I will shout that I've found it. I think I found it. Should I touch it?
I mean, that was the plan, right?
Cora said that was the plan, right?
Four no's and a yes means yes.
What if fire kills water? We could.
Are you?
None of the things are within 50 feet of us. Everybody else is within 50 feet of us, right?
Oh,
Everyone in
shit,
our party.
They're not.
Everyone in our party is within 50 feet of me.
Yup.
No.
Is there anything in the cyst?
Haven't really had time to look.
I'll look up at the cyst really quickly.
I mean, you'd have to spend like an action studying it.
If you're
Who gives
gonna
a
grab
fuck?
it, I'm gonna be ready with tiny hut, because if that cyst is something and comes with us and pops above us, I want to cast that tiny
Oh.
hut so fast.
Excellent point. I grabbed the gem.
I
You
hope.
grab the gem. And like realizing too late what's going on, the Gru are like coming back toward you guys. Too slow.
No, only one of those.
Oh, sorry.
For the record, they were going to
With the
move
gem.
45 feet, multi-attack, move 45 feet back.
Haha.
But
Ruined your plan.
you did. Yeah, that was going to get really annoying for you guys.
Yeah, because we can't move. Good news is we still have water breathing and water. Well, okay, was water walk dispelled or was it just not active in there?
It was dispelled on each person who came within 30 feet of one of those Gru.
I see. Okay.
Give me a sec. Everything goes bright white as all of you feel yourselves like being pulled inward. Your feet leave the water. Everything is in motion. You're flying. And it takes you a moment to realize, amid the darkness around you, that this is it. That it is dark. You stand in a cavern near two natural stone columns. The floor is uneven and bears many odd protrusions of earth and rock, some covered with oddly fluorescent lichen, others jutting at odd angles, like so many old tombstones. Surrounding these features is a light growth of black and white mushrooms. You see tunnels extending in nearly every direction: northwest, northeast, east, southeast, southwest, west. The ceiling is some 50 feet overhead and dotted with numerous, unusually long stalactites. the air is heavy, cold, and damp. And there is a cloying stench of fresh earth hanging in the air. And that's where I think we're going to end. Though, I will give you guys a visual. Let me throw your tokens on the new map.
Nice.
Dun, 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 dun.
So
Welcome
not
to the
fire
Earth.
Put the
then.
gem. I gotta put the gem in it so that we can adapt to this environment fine.
When I
Just-
said carnelian, did you know it was earth?
Carnelian's red, isn't it? It's like a
Is it?
red
It's like a-
stone. Yeah.
Oh, then yes.
Carnelian. I thought that the fire would be red.
You'd think.
Carnelian's
Unless-
like an orangey
Yeah,
red
some of them
color,
are
right?
orangey.
So
I was gonna
unless
say I thought I
fire's
got
gonna
it
be
right
like,
when I said that.
I thought it was just a color.
like obsidian-y black kind of cooled lava.
Maybe fire.
That's
or
a
maybe
that's a
fire's
jet,
like a
isn't it?
topaz or something. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know. What do I look like? A jeweler?
Yes, you do.
Oh.
Yep. You are the all-knowing.
Okay. Here you go. So you guys can see what you've gotten yourselves into.
So who were those guys to the north, though?
Oh
They
my
look like
gosh.
help thingies.
There were so many. There were frost giants. There was a folding boat you could have found there.
Ooh, how about a folding
There
boat?
were.
Hey, the good news is with the gems on the skull, you can travel between them
Go
May I
back to that
recommend-
folding boat.
pace.
Zooming out on this particular chamber.
You told me not to
it
do
has
that.
an interest. This room has an interesting shape
Oh.
that I liked a lot.
Oh, that's obvious.
It looks like
Gygax
mean-
love doing this kind of thing.
Without metagaming the whole map on that, I can only see the square I'm in because I'm blind. It's just
You can
You
see it
still
on
have
the.
light
just
on
look
your
on the
necklace.
stream. Look on the stream.
I've just moved
It
it
looks
through
like a
to
skull.
light. Yeah, yeah.
It looks like a skull.
that's very
Yup.
cool.
That's not A3 actually moving. That's just me lighting them up.
Yeah.
I actually
Um,
thought that was really neat.
That's really
A3 is still massive, right?
cool. For like 6 seconds.
Yes, E3 is still massive and nude, and I would like to point something very tragic out to you.
You don't
The
need to.
text of the Rage Wild Surge says that his gear bursts from him. It says that when the rage
Oh,
ends,
did we
it
lose his clothing?
mends, but it doesn't come back to you. You have to put it back on. You left all of E3's clothing and armor,
I don't wear
Oh.
armor.
Well,
He
he
doesn't
have
wear
armor.
armor.
but you left all of his clothes in the water node.
However,
The good news is I have robes for you.
so the thing that I'm worried about is I carry multiple weapons. I presume only the one I was using
Yep.
is with me now. Okay.
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good. Happens.
We can go back there.
No, I did not. I overgame. I did not want to influence that, and I was just like, oh no, I know what's happening.
Technically,
Nodes are
now that
taking
you
more
have
of
the
my
Carnelian
weapons.
and the Aquamarine, you can travel
I can
between
go
these two
back
nodes
and
at
forth.
will.
So good.
Yeah.
When
Sorry,
you
we
travel
just
at will,
forgot
do you
these
pick where you
clothes.
go in that node?
No.
No, you
but
still
I-
so you still go to the center, but at least you know where
Probably.
to go back to.
Maybe after this node we can have a water holiday.
Go get your stuff back and kill this
I mean,
crew.
bearing in mind it's still full of Gru in there and a big cyst that we didn't discover, and so
The cyst
maybe
didn't come with us, right?
maybe I'll find a
did not.
better sword.
Cool.
By the way, does anybody know what the big boy was that said hi before you went into that submerged tunnel?
Yeah. It was in the other game too, right?
What's it called?
I can't remember the name.
They
A
do look
lion,
an awful lot like lion turtles.
I can't remember it.
A giant turtle.
No, it's
I mean,
more than
Medora's context, she's like her mythology is the Greek, so she was like giant turtle guy on the cliff, kicks people off, turtle eats them.
that. A dragon turtle?
She was
That's the one. There you go.
Okay. Lion
That
turtle
sounds
was
awesome.
fucking Avatar.
Those are like huge. Right?
Those are mean too. Those are foul tempered, but like dragons, they usually have a horde. So there was some cool stuff there.
Interesting.
There's some cool stuff.
Shiny.
I will say, the water node is probably my favorite in terms of the cool shit it has.
And we just
While the node you're
rushed
in
it.
now, I
And we
think,
said we just fucked off.
has my favorite creatures.
We
Ooh.
lucked
Oh,
out
okay.
so much though in that node. Apart from now, we've got a naked E3.
Mm-hmm.
I have
I mean,
plenty
you
of
guys
clothes for
did that
him.
really fast too.
That's the
But
point.
also, I'm
I
fairly
mean-
confident you never would have found the Carnelian in a million years. Like,
Yeah,
you
that's
guys
mad.
were not looking under the water. You were looking.
Well, I had a thought that it was under the water, but you mentioned the visibility, and I was like, you know how
Mhm.
long it's gonna take us to swim underwater
Yeah.
Yep.
and find something?
Yeah, it was a good
So-
I
decision.
think the way they kind of expect it, there's some magic items that give you like the ability to freely move under the water. I think they kind of expect you to explore until you find the means, sort of like a Metroidvania.
Mhm.
You get items that, like when you get the folding boat, that gives you the capability to move more, and then you get items that give you water breathing and water or protection from pressure and stuff like that, and then you go under the
Yeah.
water.
Is the folding
Which-
boat actually in that first reef bit?
Oh no.
No. So like you've still got
You
to
have to
get.
explore the entire node to be able to find
I
all the items
think-
to find the gem.
That's why that node's my favorite, is because it really is a Metroidvania, unless you have a druid.
Or a whale.
Like, I think that's really cool game design.
two.
Like in terms of game design, I feel like that node is way beyond its time, way ahead of its time, just in game design. But I digress. It's 7
We
o'clock,
can always
so
go back.
well, also, shout out to fucking you guys giving Ayus the business. I hope
Wasn't
that
me.
doesn't come back to haunt you,
it's gonna
considering he
backfire
clearly
for
knows where you're
sure.
from. I don't know if you caught that. He's
Oh, I know. I tried to ignore it and make it seem
Yeah,
like
I
it
saw.
wasn't a big deal to me.
it was very clear on your face the moment where you're like, I'm gonna delete that from memory for now. That's
Also,
but,
shout out to the quarterstaff for being added to the items inventory.
hell yeah. And it's pink. I love that.
That's inspiration, right?
Yeah.
Inspiration
gets
for adding
inspiration
an
this
item to
session?
inventory.
I do have to ask though, how cathartic was it to fly the birds at Ayus
It was a bit
without
it was a bit
him
cathartic.
kicking the shit out of you?
So that because he didn't do anything to us in that moment.
I was wondering if
it was
you guys-
kind of nice.
He was,
I was
old
actually
man
wondering
mode.
if you were going to catch that he couldn't do anything, and I'm glad you guys did. Because
Yeah.
he absolutely, if he could, you'd be
Oh,
a smoking
He
crater
would
in
have
the
kicked
ground right
the
now.
shit out of us.
Yeah, I gave it like
Yeah.
a good little bit
I'm
of
pretty
chat,
sure
and then I
my
was like,
village
"Yeah."
is in dust now, but
But you're fine.
what?
I
I'm
burned your village to the ground.
When I told Leono I wasn't going back.
It's 'cause
there's
it's
nothing
burned to
go
the
back
ground.
Joke's
It's
on
'cause
you.
it doesn't
What a way to
exist.
find out you're a prophet, huh? You're foresighted. Like, oops.
I feel like Nova is
I'm an
that meme
oracle.
that's like, this is fine with the burning.
Honestly,
Just a cup of
once
tea.
again, that struck me as Nova like trying to goad him into killing her, and then
yeah.
realizing like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, he can't
He's
do
not.
dick here.
Yeah.
This is like, yeah.
Yeah.
So interesting turn of play. I look
Mhm.
forward to seeing how you guys.
It's not gonna go in our favor
Explore
next
from
time we
here.
run into him, I'm sure, but
Well, now that you've got like the direction, like you bought the Prima official player's guide for the nodes. And
Yeah, we've
finding
got the node
gems,
walkthrough basically.
you called the Nintendo Power Hotline.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a
I
callback.
think you guys. Thank you. You guys are probably moving into the. You're pretty close to getting into Endgame Temple of Elemental Evil now.
Speed running this shit.
that's the goal.
You've just got a
Now we
couple little
can-
problems.
We can finally sit down and talk it out.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you've got leverage now. You definitely gained bargaining power, didn't you?
Yeah,
If that
we
was a
did.
thing you wanted to do, you probably could now that you've got.
Shut up and listen, you asshole.
We're on
You
two,
want this?
2 gems. We've been
Mhm.
3 nodes, 2 gems.
Yeah.
Right, we
you
have
guys
to
got
go-
2 gems over the course of basically one game session.
Work.
So,
Good
and
day.
now that you are attuned, I wouldn't be surprised if you're into the fire node by the end of next game.
I think so. Unless we go back to the water to get E3 stuff.
If it's even still there. So anyway, on that happy
There'll
note,
be new stuff. It's fine.
chat, thank you so much for hanging out today. We will be live. Next week is questionable, definitely in 2 weeks, but generally Sunday evenings, afternoons, depending on time zone, with more 5th edition D&D. Also, on Friday evenings, we will be playing Pathfinder 2nd edition with a different crew and a very different tone. So until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye.